Oh, fuck. Of course I forgot something. I knew. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am an idiot. This is very scuffed. This is the first time I'm doing anything like this. Very scuffed start. God damn it. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, my name is Alex, as you could tell. And this is the first episode to the Rainbow Alphabet, which is my brand new podcast that I've been talking about for the past week, I believe. So yeah, today we're just gonna be talking about, in general, like, what does it mean to be, LGBTQ, like, a part of this community, some issues that we all face as a whole, and things like that. So, it was already kind of leaked because I'm an idiot, but let me introduce my, my guests. Okay, well, first off, we have River.
Yes, hello. My name's River, obviously. I am I myself don't know what the hell I am, but I love everyone the same. It doesn't matter. Y'all are my friends. That's about all I can think about telling about myself. I am bad.
All right. So next up, we have Just.
Hello, I'm Just. I also go by Laura. That is my name. It's fine. You can call me that if it makes you feel better. But my online name is kind of confusing sometimes. But Just is preferred. I go by she, her. I am. I don't know. I also don't know what I am when it comes to sexuality. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still kind of confused. But I know that LGBT is definitely something that I am. I've been going by bi because I think that's just easy right now. But I've also been questioning like aspec or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but it's a work in progress. But yeah.
All right. And last but not least, we have Kazu.
Hello. Alex just said, my name's Kazuma. My pronouns are they, them, as you can see on the screen. And a fun fact about me is I've recently come out to my close friends and family, so this is all very, like, new to me, but at the same time exciting. And I can't wait to see what happens next. Oh, there goes my duck. Don't mind him. He's gonna be there chilling. Don't worry.
All right, and if there's some new faces, me myself, I am non-binary. I go by he, they. I also use some neo pronouns as well. And I don't know what the fuck I am. I don't know if I'm bi, if I'm pan. I don't know. Especially with me realizing that, oh yeah, I'm completely aromantic. It's been even more confusing. But I mean, hey, that's just a part of what it means to be in this community. Like, even if you think you have yourself figured out, it's hard to know 100% because factors can always come in and always make you like, wait a minute, I thought I was sure about this one thing, now I'm not entirely sure. And so it's all about like self-exploration and questioning and just seeing what feels right. Man, that was a great segue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? Like, to you personally, what does it mean to be a part of this community?
Okay. I think that being part of the LGBT community, you have to be accepting in a lot of different ways. Um, Accepting of yourself, accepting of others, trying not to put others down, and you yourself have to be accepting towards those even if they are going to be rude about you. Like if they're going to be rude towards you, I feel like you have to have some sort of level of acceptance of the people around you, whether they want to acknowledge that you are or you aren't.
Mm. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people that don't like accept LGBT, I think are just misinformed and stubborn about it.
Mhm.
I think they were taught like just the wrong things. I don't think anyone's like naturally hateful. They just don't understand.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's hard to educate people that don't want to listen.
Like, I've
So
even. Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine, go ahead.
I've even met so many people that were so, like, in denial about themselves that they themselves had been homophobic or transphobic because they weren't informed, and like a mixture of being malinformed and also just have sorry, Anne, and also just not like turning that internal phobia outside. And I've noticed that's actually a common thing with some people that are pretty in the closet.
Yeah. I don't think I've met anyone like that myself. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't know exactly because the
Yeah.
way that I handle people that are hateful is probably not the best. I get kind of defensive, like on instinct. So when someone like says something that I don't agree with, I try and just correct them immediately without actually like hearing them out and trying to like explain things very, very well. And I need to work on that. I really need to work on that.
Felt.
But yeah, I so if I'm gonna say what my experience is like I guess as well. I mean I am also like kind of recently figured out that I'm not straight, I guess. Because I
Yeah.
mean I've been thinking about it because like for some reason I'm just really drawn to like LGBTQ like circles. Like most of my friends are LGBTQ and I just thought I was like that one straight friend of the group and stuff, you know, as you do when
Yeah.
you don't understand what you are. But yeah, like it's been interesting because I always felt kind of like weird because like I relate to these things that people are talking about and making jokes out of, but like I can't make those jokes because I'm straight. I mean I can relate, but it's not like I'm
Me with
gay.
realizing I'm non-binary.
Yeah, but then I was like, you know what? No, wait, hold on. There might be something here that I haven't really tapped into because I mean I know I like guys. I mean it's a thing, but like then came like the spec like speculation like okay, but like is do I really like them? And then I was like yes I do, and then I was like but do I? And it was really confusing.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean I've had like crushes on guys
Thank you for the follow.
before, but they were always really like, you know, not suddenly like, oh, I met you and I immediately like you. It's like I'm your friend, and then they like there was something that they do or say just like flips a switch, and I'm just like, oh, um, well, I guess I have a crush on you now. Okay, well, and I mean, it didn't end up well
Yeah.
at all
Also,
because I
thank you
have
so much for
garbage
the
taste.
raid.
Hey, fuck.
Hey.
Ayy.
Yeah, I mean, none of my crushes have actually worked out well for me, so that
Yeah.
doesn't help. It doesn't also help that I've never actually like had a proper crush like on a girl. that doesn't help solidify me being gay, but I know that it's a thing because I know.
Yeah.
You just feel.
Yeah, I know, like, self-discovery is really confusing because I went from thank you, Kazu. I went from believing I was a cishet to thinking I was a cis lesbian to thinking I was a non-binary lesbian to non to whatever the fuck I am now. So like there's just been like so many labels that I've had over the course of what, 7 years? 5 to 7 years? And like it's definitely confusing because I'm still to this day not even 100% sure if I have myself figured out. Like I've always known ever since I found out what like demisexual is that I've always been on the A spectrum. And I recently discovered that like, oh shit, that's why none of my relationships have ever worked because I don't have actual romantic feelings. I can't feel that kind of connection. So I think I'm more than just demi-romantic. I think I'm just like completely aro. But there's still that, like, again, I'm on the A spectrum, but not completely. So there's still that like bi, pan, whatever, like the sexuality part of that. And it's still like not even completely sure. Like I'm always figuring new shit out about myself every day. But yeah, being a part of this community is so unbelievably confusing.
True. So true.
I
met
don't
a lot-
know.
I met a lot of. I just wanted to. I met a lot of cool people in this community, and people in the community have usually just been cool people. Like, if I ever feel like I don't fit in somewhere, like I don't know, at school, I always know that if I see someone that's like looks gay, they're probably cool. That there's
Yeah.
someone safe that I can talk to.
Yeah.
Pretty much always. Like if you're not a bigot, then then LGBT people will all LGBTQ people will just probably be nice to you.
That actually does remind me. One thing I've always found interesting is if you're in a friend group in middle school and you have and you realize that you're a part of the LGBT community, there's a good chance that the entire friend group has ended up realizing they're queer in one way or another. Like my friend group back in middle school, all of us were cishets. And then one friend realized that they were bi, another friend realized that they're non-binary. Me and my first girlfriend realized that we were gay at about the same time. So like, it's interesting. Like you end up gravitating towards each other, like having this unknown gaydar or secret sense, and don't even realize what it is until like years later down the line. And then you realize like, oh, that's why I was with that friend group. Or at least a part of why.
Yeah, honestly, same. Like one of my best friends that I've had throughout school, because I didn't really have a friend group proper, but I did have like that one friend that I would always follow around. Turned out to be trans,
Yeah.
and also like I don't actually know what their sexuality is exactly, but queer definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say something wrong.
For real.
But yeah, and even and then their friends, like some of them also ended up like being bi or something. Like it's a whole chain.
So, I kind of want to ask, what made you realize that you're a part of this community, and what has helped you be more comfortable with that identity?
Mind if I go first?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, so I recently came out, like, not even too long ago, but for the longest time since like high school, maybe the sophomore, I would have I had a feeling that maybe, I could be bisexual and stuff. But at the time I wasn't really around the bestest of friends. I only had like a couple friends who were out at the time as well, and were really accepting of it. So for the longest time I'm just like, am I? I don't know. Probably. Do I want to talk about it? Not really. I'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But when I did realize, I remember telling those friends who were like accepting, I told them, and they're like, "Hey, like it's good to see that you figure things out." Like when we would hang out during lunch and stuff, I had a feeling that you could have, but I didn't want to be rude and stuff. And I'm just like, no, it makes sense. Like earlier people were saying that that the gays are drawn to each other, which I think is really funny.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's good that they are that we are, you know, like otherwise
Yeah.
it'd be really hard to find like someone that's like you.
Yeah, definitely. It's like realizing that there's something more than you realize that's drawing you together, and like later down the line, like yeah, uh, gay like queer people still gravitate towards each other because like we can just tell, but it's a lot easier to make friends without like looking for that like sense, because like we're more knowledgeable about ourselves. We understand more and know like what like yeah.
Yeah, it it's like usually the interesting thing is that like queer people tend to have like really similar interests, like for no reason.
Yeah.
So if someone is queer, like they might have like a similar interest that you have, and it just makes connecting even easier.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that made me realize that I probably am not straight is when I was younger, I had a friend who was transitioning from male to female, and I was very like I felt something towards them. Not just like I knew that there was something other than being straight.
Yeah.
Like we knew like I knew internally that there was something not right, not normal. Um and I just said, "You know what? I'm 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 fine with this so long as I can figure it out later on down the line."
Yeah.
And it that's kind of like the moment that it dawned on me that maybe I'm not straight.
Yeah, that actually Starlet, that actually is a good point. Like not obviously not everybody that's a part of this community is neurodivergent, but I honestly think there are more from the friends that I've had in my experience, there are more neurodivergent people in the LGBT community than there are outside of it. And
Yeah,
it's really interesting, which is
I think there was
why
a
so many of like Minecraft like Dream SMP fans are LGBT and neurodivergent.
yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, like it is a funny but also kind of true fact.
Yeah, I think there was a like a study or something like that connects like being gay to being neurodivergent.
Yeah,
I don't know much about
because
it, but I heard
I
that it was
know
a
that's
thing.
definitely how it is with like zeogenders and neopronouns. Like they're most common in like neurodivergent people because it's seen like I'm gonna get more into this in like a future episode, but it's seen as like they're not able to connect with the genders or pronouns that society has already given.
I think neurodivergent people are more prone to thinking outside the box differently
Yeah,
than neurotypical people expect, I think, and that's kind of what neopronouns are, thinking outside
yeah,
the box,
yeah.
which is cool. I think it's cool.
One thing I do find kind of funny about myself, so I discovered myself in like the opposite way that most people do.
Oh.
Cause like, I didn't realize I was gay until my first girlfriend confessed her feelings for me, and I was like, oh shit, I feel the same way. Like I never thought about it before she had confessed.
I think
And
that's pretty common actually. Like
and
realizing that
with
you
my
have
gender
like,
though, I never questioned my gender. And then I was curious. I was like, you know what? I might as well try because I had a trans friend who had just grown out of his binder, and it was basically my size. And so I asked him if I could just try it on. Like I had never questioned my gender before this, and the instant amount of euphoria I felt, like, oh shit, something ain't right here. Like, is this person wouldn't be feeling this euphoric over a binder?
yeah,
It's like,
okay. I mean, I've never tried a binder. I don't know. I don't know if they would affect me or not.
fair.
So
I mean, then again, like, the signs were always there. I had always, like, wanted to dress more, like, in the middle. I had never. My mom keeps telling me this was, like, some kind of fever dream I had and not something that actually happened. But I have memories of legit fighting my mom. Like, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. Like, I very vividly remember having those conversations when I was a kid. It might have been a dream, but it was still a sign.
mm, my mom was kind of the opposite. My mom was always like, why, like, because I was really like, you know, I think, I guess I wanted to be seen as a girl, even though I am a
Yeah.
girl. But I never really looked that feminine or anything. But my mom really liked me to have short hair, and she herself didn't really like dresses and stuff. So she always dressed me kind of boyish, but I was like, no, I want to have pink, please. Why do you do this to me?
Why must you forsaken me?
Yeah, I mean, now I'm like fine. Like I recently cut my hair because like I grew it out of spite for my mom because she doesn't like long hair. I grew it out so long, and recently I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna just cut it off, see how it feels. And I really like short hair now. Like I mean, it's not super short. It's like almost up to my shoulders, but it's a lot shorter than I used to have or I've
Thank
like
you so much for the
have had
follow.
since I was like I don't know 8 or something.
Yeah. God, I have not had long hair in over 5 years. I am never going back to having like ponytail. Like I used to have hair down to like my mid back. It was bad. I am never going back to that.
My friend is watching the stream right now, which is like is telling me to want me to buy you a binder. I'm like, no.
I mean, hey, binders are. I'm so sad. I haven't been able to wear a binder in so long. Cause like I I live in the hotel that I work in, and because of how the hotel is laid out, if I want to leave my room, I have to be dressed because there's always a good chance there's gonna be a guest right outside, and
Mm.
so I can't wear a binder for more than 8 hours, so I'm not really able to wear it. And if I do, I have to take it off when I still have like 3 or 4 hours left of my shift. I miss being able to wear a binder.
Yeah, that must suck. I mean, I don't know how it feels, but like, you know, I'll try to emphasize anyway.
Yeah.
They're there. You can wear it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Theo, no. Listen to the 8 hour rule. Um,
Oh goodness.
is there like any like thing or any person that has helped you like be more comfortable in your own skin? Theo! That is like trans 101.
Stay okay.
We're
Please stay
shaking
safe.
our heads in disappointment.
That is
You
that
can't
is
see it, but
literally
I'm
trans
shaking mine as well.
101.
Exactly.
Please stay safe, guys. Take care of
I can answer
yourself.
the question.
All right.
So it was the same friend that like went up to me and was like, or that wanted to be like, hey, like, are you like queer or something? But because of her, she kind of made me realize that there are other people like me. So I usually would hang out with her more than the rest of their friend group and stuff. So I would say she definitely made me feel valid and feel like safe and stuff.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, for me, like I mostly have online friends, which is I mean kind of bad. But basically, I knew that one of my best friends is bi, and I knew that it was okay like to discuss this stuff with her. Like I asked like how she found out, like how she felt about like how and all that stuff. But I mean, our experiences are very different because she
Yeah.
actually like she actually like she actually kissed a girl and found out, you know. And I'm just here like, man, I haven't talked to a real person in
I
like
haven't
weeks.
I haven't seen the outside world in so long.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, experience is very different. But I
Yeah.
knew that I was like safe like talking to her about it and stuff. And I mean the A-spec stuff I'm still discussing with like my other friend who is A-spec. So again, I have friends like who both identify as the things that I'm questioning. So I guess I'm lucky, or maybe that they are the reason
Thank you
that
for the
I
follow.
like found out. I'm not really sure because I've
Yeah.
like had these people in my life for a while.
Yeah. I know for me, I was never really. I mean, I am now, but when I first started discovering myself, I wasn't all that insecure with myself. It was just like, whatever I am is whatever I am. However, I did. So my high school had. I don't remember what it was called, but there was like this LGBT program that was run every week at like once a week at lunch. Um, And so, I would go there and meet other gay people at school and like have like a community because my school was like one of the most accepting high schools in town, I believe. GSA, that's what it is. Yeah. Um, yeah. And they would always talk about this youth group. I'm not going to say the name of it because I don't want to like dox where I used to live. Um, but yeah, there was this youth group that they would talk about, and it was specifically for LGBT youth. And so I decided to go check it out, and like, I didn't really need anybody to help me feel valid, but they helped me feel more understood, and they are the reason why I have such a huge knowledge of this community. Because we would always have like lessons about stuff. We would talk about like Stonewall riots a lot. We would talk about like Pride history, um, talk about like different identities, things like that. And one of my favorite things is this youth group and the GSA at my school would always come together every year and host queer prom for everybody in the state from 13 to 21. And you could go there because a lot of schools don't let you go if you're with somebody of the same sex or you're trying to pass off as a different gender. And so we would hold that, and I miss
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
It was so fun. It was also
Mhm.
hella cheap too. It was usually like $5 for a prom ticket.
Damn.
Like they made
Yeah.
it affordable, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I come from a kind of like conservative country and European. So I don't think that would like fly here.
Oh,
I think it would get canceled real quick.
oof, I'm
And
sorry.
I live in a small town where like I don't know anyone else that is queer really here, and I don't really get along with anyone in my town.
Yeah, the
Like
only
all the friends I have,
sorry.
all the friends I have live like at least like 15 minutes like drive away, which isn't that far if you say it, but
Yeah,
like because from a small country, that kind of is longer than it sounds.
yeah. It's funny. The only The only reason I know there's queer people in my town, despite it being a really, really small town, is may or may not be because of Tinder.
Oh,
Like, if I'm
maybe
being
it's
completely
because Tinder.
honest.
Maybe it's because Tinder just a slash joke. Like, you know. But
Like, I don't even know why I get it if I am literally aromantic, and I don't know how to talk to people.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah. I was like, oh, these people look cool. Oh, they're queer too. I'm never going to talk to them, but they're cool.
It really do be like that.
I really do. Like, yes, because all I can talk about are my hyperfixations on Minecraft men.
Really.
And I don't think a lot of
Honestly,
people
though.
on Tinder are gonna appreciate that.
The only reason that I knew that there were like queer people in my school, because my school was like not in my town, it's far away. But the only
Yeah.
reason I knew was because one time when I was at the dorm, one of the kids like knocked on people's doors, inviting us and them to play hide and seek because they were bored, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I ended up joining on a whim. I was like, I have nothing better to do, and I ended up meeting the design students, you know, as you do, and their whole like group was like either gay or they had trauma, and basically we just bonded. Like after playing hide and seek, we all just sat in a circle, and we bonded.
Fair.
So that's the only reason. I mean, I ended up not talking to like most of them ever again because I'm socially awkward and can't like go up to people. But
Yeah.
sometimes they waved at me in the hall, so that was.
Yeah, I get that.
And at the time, I didn't really know even like at all what I was. So I was saying I'm questioning, and I was like kind of the weird one because I was a programming student. Usually, programming students are, you know, like the boys,
Yeah.
and I was kind of the weird one who wasn't design, and I was in the class with the boys. I hated it there.
So, yeah. It's not are they gay or European? It's not are they gay or European? It's are they gay or are they traumatized? I mean, basically, are they gay or neurodivergent?
Basically,
The only two options.
For real.
There's only two options. There is no third.
For real. It's like whenever I see those things that are like, are you gay? Or like retweet if you're gay or you watch Rambo. Nobody will ever know which. Motherfucker, there's like an 82% chance that they're both.
True.
so true.
Like, we just are.
We are.
Oh, wow. Why did auto
What word was that?
I don't
Why did it get
wait,
censored?
what was the word? They gay. Why was they gay?
Automod.
Automod, come on.
It's homophobic. I can't believe this. I can't believe Automod is
Automod.
homophobic.
Oh my
On Pride
god.
Month. On Pride Month.
Wow.
On Pride Month, actually. Oh my
Wow. Yeah, that does actually remind me though. So, I what has coming out been for you guys like?
About that. No, I mean, I'm fine with coming out. I don't really care if people find out. I probably won't tell people if it's not relevant.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's relevant. If someone asks, then they probably won't, unless they're also queer. But unless they ask, I mean, I'm fine with telling. I'm not gonna go around telling people, I guess, and like my family doesn't know because my family's kind of conservative. Fuck.
Mm.
So probably not them. Maybe my mom. She's okay, but my dad, no. But yeah, like if someone asks, then, if someone asks, I'll be like, yeah, this is me. I mean, if you hate me, like okay, I guess. Fuck cringe. But
Um, coming out as anything other than um the normal uh was kind of weird because when I first started exploring and seeing and saying like, hey, I might be this rather than this, I thought that I might be gender fluid because I always felt like I was one or the other and I couldn't be one stagnant gender all the time. That just wouldn't work for me. And I told my mom and she was the first one to know. Um and I accidentally said that I was bi way too loud one night and so
Oh
everybody in the house
no.
knew at that point. My grandmother's always been very accepting, but I was talking with my mom one night about it on our way home from like getting food or something, and she's like, you can't be that. There's no way that you can. Like, that's just a mindset. That doesn't make sense. And so I just always had this thought in my head of maybe I'm not, like, and it's kind of that thing of am I or am I not? Like what is my brain telling me? What is my body telling me? Like what am I? I I am stuck in the gray zone of what am I? Why do I exist?
Yeah, to kind of go off of that, I definitely think that your environment plays a huge part of it because like I was saying before I was kind of like questioning, but I kind of like didn't deal with it because of like said friends that I had, but with the friends that I have now who are either they're either neurodivergent, traumatized, or queer. A lot of
Or all
them like I
three.
feel comfortable. All three, yeah. I felt comfortable enough with them to kind of like open up to them and stuff. And if I didn't have those friends, I probably wouldn't have like officially come out to them and stuff. So environment definitely helps a lot if it's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
good to be in or not.
Yeah. Like, because of my environment, I, for the longest time, didn't really have much of an issue with coming out. Cause like, I grew up in a pretty decent house, like, a really good town, well, a good side of town at least. Good family. The only thing I hate is one of my best friends ended up outing me as gay because I took too long to come out to my parents. Like they accepted me. They loved me unconditionally, so they didn't really care. They were just upset that I didn't tell them myself. Um, when when I realized I was non-binary, I had no problem coming out at school. And then I came out to the assistant band director, who was also my band director all throughout middle school. And she is the reason I took 2 years to ever come out to the rest of my band and the rest of my band directors, because she straight up told me, like, listen, before I started going by Alex, dead name, they're like, you can only use they if you don't know somebody's gender or you're talking about multiple people. You do realize how confusing it is going to be for people if I refer to, like, hey, you know where Alex is? Yeah, they're over there. They're gonna think I'm talking about multiple people. Like, bitch, no. And this was before I started using he as well, and she was like, you have to use either he or she. That's how it goes. And so I didn't come out to anybody again after that. And then came out to he's either mid 70s or 80s, my band director. And he let me have a mixture of the boys and girls uniform for one ensemble. So I don't have the dress and I don't have the suit. I have like in between for that.
That's so cool.
And I'm the only one too, because like I'm not the only non-binary person in band, but I was the only one that felt too dysphoric to wear a dress.
Mm.
And so yeah, and then coming out to band was really easy. Coming out to my dad was easy, even though it took 2 fucking years. Like I knew he would accept me. I did, cause he accepts North, my friend that's in call a lot. Like they use their name and pronouns. Like he respects them. And so I knew he would accept me. I just, how the fuck do I tell you? I don't know how the fuck to talk to people about shit about myself.
Yeah, it can be kind of awkward to just like kind of bring it up or kind of like transition into it.
Yeah.
That's me right now.
It was at this point where it was like, I don't care what it takes. Like, my dad says he wants to do something with me tomorrow, uh, like before we move, because we haven't really hung out much, like just us. And it's like, I don't care what it takes. I am coming out to him no matter what. And it was really helpful because he was talking about like serious stuff as well, and so it was kind of easy to transition from that.
That was a good mood.
Yeah, but it was interesting though.
I'm gonna
Coming
be right
out has
back.
definitely been an interesting process. There's no way I'm coming out all the time though, because like I hate being misgendered, but I'm not gonna tell every single person I check in at work like, oh, by the way, I'm not a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well. It feels very like tiresome to be able to like if somebody like misgenders you, it feels very like I kind of don't want to bring myself to be like, hey, like I'm not a boy or I use these pronouns because
Yeah,
you never know if they're gonna respect it, and it's kind of like you're using too much energy and stuff.
yeah. Like at
Which
least
is
I
kind of
don't.
why I wanted
Oh,
to get my bad. It's kind of why I wanted to get like a face mask or like maybe a sticker on my phone or something to show
yeah.
that this is who I am and stuff.
There was one time I was going on a road trip with my parents. We were coming back from New Mexico for Christmas, and we stopped at this gas station on the way, and like I had like an oversized hoodie. My voice was kind of like a lot deeper because I was tired, and it gets a lot deeper, more like gravelly when I'm tired. And he misgendered me and called me sir, and the fucking euphoria from that. But then he heard my voice, was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." You were
Then
so
you were
close.
like, "Oh,
you were so
oh,
close.
okay."
No. Like, you know what? I'll take it that you called me sir at first. I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
take that.
A huge thing for me is just recently I've started to try and like actually figure out what the hell I am,
Yeah.
what I want in my life. And I asked my grandmother, who has been very accepting even now. Like she's a very Christian woman, right?
Yeah.
So like it's hard for her to get the idea around her head. Um, but I asked, hey, so like, if I started going by different pronouns like he, him, or they, them, would you be accepting of that? And she said, well, you are my granddaughter. You'll always be my granddaughter. And I honestly, I feel, I know the place that she's coming from because she's an older generation, so
Yeah.
she doesn't quite know or like feel the same way as somebody in a younger generation than her. So it's like it felt like a kick in the stomach because I quite literally just started breaking down into tears because I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time I'm like, you treat my friends who I know are like my one friend who is trans. I know that you can call them successfully by their pronouns, but you refuse to call me by what I might
Yeah.
want to go by.
Like, it sucks. Like, as much as it sucks, I do kind of get it. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like, I don't know. Yeah, she was probably, like, older generation, like, the trans community wasn't as, like, we didn't have the media like there was
Oh, yeah, no.
back then. So it wasn't as heard of because, you know, we couldn't find it. We couldn't find ourselves and realize, like, how common being trans actually is. And so it's a lot harder, like, if she didn't know anybody that was trans when she was growing up, it's definitely a lot harder. But there are still, like, people in the older generations can still make an effort, though. Like, just
Yeah.
because it's a lot harder for them doesn't mean it's impossible.
Yeah, they can't use it as an excuse. Like you like whoever it is who wants to learn, they can easily like I don't know, maybe look up something or go to somebody that is knowledgeable and make the effort to try and learn from them rather than
Yeah.
using it as an excuse like, "Oh yeah, this wasn't normal around me, so I'm not going to learn about it and stuff."
It's like the fact that a dog is never too old to learn new tricks.
And
It's
I
that
mean,
same kind of thing, kind of concept.
My
she
dad usually uses that as an excuse, so I just kind of given up on trying to teach him stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
He
was
doesn't want
willing to meet me in the middle and not calling me anything. Like, she'll just refer to me as child or
I mean, it's better than nothing. It's
Kin.
definitely
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
better than being misgendered all the time.
Yeah. And that's kind of
Yeah.
that's where my dad is at right now as well, because like to be fair, it's really easy for him because he's always called me child and kid. He's never called me anything like princess or daughter. He's just said this is my kid. And so it made it really easy for him when like he said when I came out to him that he was so glad that he's always called me like gender neutral like nicknames when referring to me, because it made it a lot easier for him.
Mhm.
And then he's also been doing a lot better at using my at using Alex for me. Like, God, I got my name tag and I started fucking crying because like I am so glad I came out to him before we had moved up here, because my dad is also my boss, if you're not aware, and my dad is the one that made the name tags. And so when it came in and it had Alex instead of my dead name, I fucking cried.
Aw.
And
Yeah,
I
that's very
still
sweet.
tear up when I look at it.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this on TikTok. Like someone's mom didn't really understand like trends and all that stuff and everything. And I think it's kind of like you also have to be patient with them,
Yeah.
because if they're trying, even if it's not exactly correct, if they're trying, it's progress.
Yeah.
Like
And sorry.
like their like mom, I think, was saying like, oh, so you chose to be a boy or like whatever. Like no, but yes, like it's close.
Well,
And you just
yes, but
gotta,
actually no.
yeah, like
Exactly.
sometimes you gotta just like accept what you can get. Like that mom was very like conservative and Christian,
Yeah.
and sometimes you just gotta take what you can get. Like it's not correct, but it's close,
Yeah.
and it takes time.
One thing I found, and I actually it just clicked me like a few seconds ago why it's so much easier. But I realized it is so much easier coming out to people you don't know versus people you do know, in my opinion. Like when I decided I'm finally going to start coming out at school because I'm tired of being dead named and misgendered, I found it super easy to come out to my new teachers at the start of the semester or the school year, because they didn't know me as dead name. They didn't know me as she her. They like if I get to them early enough, they know like okay, they're trans. Got it. And I fucking love my economics teacher. First day of the semester, I no, it was the second day of the semester. He gave us all like these sheets to talk about ourselves, and on the top of the first page it had like obviously like legal name and then preferred name, so that he knew who you were in the itinerary and the attendance sheet, so he could put the preferred name next to it. And
That's
on the
awesome.
back of the page, he had circle your pronouns, like plural, and then he had he, they, she, other. And
That's awesome.
I
That's
started
awesome.
sobbing.
Those
And
kind of
Aw.
teachers are honestly just the best.
for real,
Yeah.
the
They
best
do
part
their
about
research.
yeah, for real, the best part about that class, I had not come out to my band yet. Like I come out to the percussion group, but not the actual band class. And there were people in this class that I had band with, and this was kind of my way of coming out to them.
Mm.
He had us line up in alphabetical order from our first names. And he looked at me and didn't even question why I was standing near the front of the line instead of in the middle. And like he didn't even question it, he just saw where I was and like, okay. And that was awesome.
Shout out
that's
to
awesome.
them.
Yeah, coming
Yeah.
out without specifically saying you're coming out is the best. Like, the way I came out to my entire percussion group is I came out to the band director, and so me and my best friend, we share a dead name. There were no Alexes in that class, and when he said Alex, they were like, "Who is he talking about?" And then so I was the one that stepped forward. I was like, "Okay," and that's how I came out to them. Like, I'm not gonna come out to everyone individually. You're just gonna see.
You
That kind of reminds me of how my one of my my IRL trans friend kind of came out, not really, but kind of. Basically, he changed his nickname in our like messenger group chat or something to his preferred name, and people were like, "Why did you do that?" And he's like, "Haha, I just like this name,
Yeah.
just a nickname. It's a nickname," and everyone just kind of like accepted it. It's like, okay. I mean, I didn't like he hadn't come out to me at that time, so and I didn't really understand trends like that well yet. So I was
Yeah.
like, why is your name that now? And eventually, I found out and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Something that's easy for me is like both of my preferred names. Well, I technically have 3 names, but I don't use the third one as much. It's like online I use Alex more, and then in real life I use Jay more. So like if I'm applying for a new job, I'll apply with Jay instead of Alex. Both of those can pass off as a nickname because technically my middle name is Alexa. I just chopped off that A and like I'm going by my middle name. And then with Jay, it's very similar. Like it's close to my dead name, and that's all I'm gonna say about that part. So I can like, oh yeah, Jay's just a nickname for dead name. Like the 2 IRLs I have that are in chat know what it is, cause they knew me before I went by Alex. But so yeah, like if I'm ever in an unsafe environment, but I still don't want to be dead named, I would like, oh yeah, it's just a nickname. So that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it.
Yeah. The third one I stole from a character in a book series I love.
That's awesome. Yeah, honestly, like
Wait, do you know
I
it?
I could never do that because my name is Laura, and you can't really do that much with it, I guess. I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could but it's like I can't use a nickname. I'd have to alter my name still.
Oh yeah,
I
I
can't just
forgot
like
about
take
Facebook.
part of it out.
Yeah.
Oof.
I want to change my name on Facebook, but at the same time, I'm friends with like family members I'm not out to, so no thanks.
Oh god, that reminds
Wow.
me that like I haven't used my Facebook in years, so nothing is updated on there.
The
I
only
can't be
yeah.
bothered to do it.
the only
Same.
reason I ever go on there is to find pictures of my cat that my mom posts all the time, and look through my high school band pictures.
That's fair.
The only reason why I have to have Facebook is because apparently my new class is like update stuff is going to be like on this Facebook page. And I'm just like, no, I never open Facebook. Why do you do this to me?
If I ever how what the... allow your non-binary was fucking
Did you just wheeze?
your non-binary was what the fuck, Automod? Theo, if you can, I would recommend like going through and just permitting a bunch of LGBT terms. Just go ahead and do that, Theo. But if I ever go to college, I'm probably just gonna make a brand new
MVP
Facebook page,
class.
cause like
Yeah.
Facebook is kind of important if you're in school, so that you can be up to date and also like have contact with classmates and shit. But also, dead name. I don't want that shit.
Yeah,
Maybe I could just unfriend all of my family.
You could.
Honestly, you could.
Or tell them that you
That's a lot
deleted
of work.
Yeah,
Well,
I have a
just
lot of
block them.
family.
At that point, just make a new account.
Yeah.
I only have my mom, technically from my close family. I have like relatives as well, but I don't really talk to them, so it's fine. They don't probably okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should probably update my Facebook. It has like a picture of my like ninth grade graduation as my profile pic when I
Oh
was like
wow. When
16.
when was the last time I even posted anything?
I'm gonna be 20 tomorrow. It's a long time
Oh wow.
since I updated it.
The last time I posted was in November. And it was just asking if anybody knew somebody in town that was hiring.
I think the last time I had an interaction with Facebook was when my last birthday, when people were to tell me birthday, happy
Oh,
birthday, even though I don't talk to them anymore.
I came out on Facebook, but obviously, like, I changed it so that my family can't see it. But, yeah.
I found it funny that the
I
last
forgot
thing I
it came
posted on
out.
Facebook was literally, "Oh, I hate you. I hate everybody here. I'll see you later," and then logged out.
I've honestly been tempted to just say, like, hey, by the way, I'm a Twitch streamer. But at the same time, I don't know if I want my IRLs finding my stream.
That's exactly what I want to do. But for my case, I honestly like. I don't care if they like my IRLs know. If they came to support, hey, that's cool. If not, you do you.
Yeah.
My huge thing is if my IRLs knew, my face could be leaked, and I don't like that thought.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Fair. Also, thank you so much for the raid. But no,
Yo.
like, it's funny, like, I'm following one of my IRLs on Twitch, and I'm low-key salty that she's more successful than me. But
Oh,
I
no.
remember, so she's somebody I went to band with, and, I don't even know if she recognizes my Twitch name. Like, I've popped into her streams a couple times, like, recently. And also for raiders, for context, they're just, like, going through terms to see what is and what isn't gonna be caught by automod. But no, like, the band
Yeah, that
director was
kinda look
late.
weird.
Yeah, the band director was late, and so she just, like, came up to the front of the class. It was like, hey, I'm a Twitch streamer. This is my Twitch. Go follow me. And then I followed her.
No, nice.
Like, wow, imagine having the fucking courage to go up in front of your class and just self-promote your Twitch.
You're
Like,
at that point, you're like, no shames, no holds,
For
just
real.
screw it.
like, it was at this point where I didn't really watch Twitch as much, so I didn't see how much of, like, a big ball move that was. But
Mhm.
now that I am a Twitch streamer and I've been, like, taking it seriously since January, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm never letting my IRLs know I stream.
Yeah,
Be
no.
like that.
I
Like-
remember one of my former classmates that I don't like anymore. We used to be friends, no longer like her. We haven't like I still have her on Snap, and we haven't talked in ages. And suddenly I see a snap from her. I'm like, that's weird. And then it was just her promoting her new Twitch. Apparently, I bet she sent it to like literally everyone.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Literally
God.
everyone.
I like how we've just segued into Twitch and IRLs and completely gone off track.
Oh, that's hilarious, though.
This is just what happens with the brains of neurodivergent people.
Pretty
True.
much.
Yikes.
Yeah. Watching certain watching it like on my screen and watching chat like this was flagged for harmful content and then immediately be permitted, like, it's so funny to me. It's so funny.
That is funny. It like some like Twitch like actual like worker comes into chat like why is your staff like promoting hate speech?
So, like, a huge thing for me, because my mom used to gaslight me a lot. Like, a
Oof.
lot. So, my name has really lost all kind of sense of meaning, and I've always hated my name. So, I'm just sitting here going, well, if I'm gonna pick a name, I want something that's gonna be unisex, so something that'll be like a neutral name
Yeah.
that would go with anything. And like it's just kind of that thing of Name. What do?
Yeah. What do?
What do?
For real. I don't even remember how I started going by Alex. Cause like Alex is literally one of the most common trans names.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it was is so I created like my persona. And I was like, so yeah, this is my persona's name is Alex. And then a couple years later, cause like I think I was going by why was non okay.
Bruh.
Okay. So
Bruh.
I was going through yeah, I went through a couple years where I was still going by dead name as non-binary. And I just like stared at the picture of my persona that somebody made for me and I had like taped on my wall. I was like, that name. Why am I jealous of the name that I gave to my persona? I'm taking it.
Gender envy. Why?
gender envy towards myself. It was basically gender envy towards myself. That's basically what that was.
That's so funny.
It really is. It was so funny. And also the fact, like, I don't know, I feel like I was drawn more towards the characters that were named Alex. Gen V.
Wait, that actually does sound kind of cool though.
It's like Gen Z, but with a V.
I like that.
We're not Gen Z. We're Gen V.
Or Gen V.
I'm actually like I'm a 2002 baby, so I'm like the back end of that small generation that kind of exists but doesn't technically exist. That is
Beautiful.
between Gen Z and the millennials.
So,
Oh, God,
Zillennial.
felt that.
yeah.
Fun.
That's me.
One of my best friends is like that too. I think they're turning 22 this year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Their birthday is literally the same day as Dreams too.
Yo,
Poggers.
Easy to remember.
easy to remember.
For real.
Yeah, I'm 2001, so I know the feel.
2002.
Me too. 2001
October
here.
of 2002.
Woo!
Nice.
Hey, I'm not the youngest. Let's go.
Nope.
Glad I'm not. I'm usually the youngest in all my friend groups.
Felt that.
Oh my god.
It's
I'm
a break
usually
into your
middle.
friend's dream.
North is dream.
Literally?
North, your dream?
Oh
North?
my god. You've
The
been friends with dream all along.
the one friend group that I'm in, it's so it's one of my best friends that I met while playing Minecraft maps. He's like in his 20s. Another person who's in his 30s. Another person who's in his 20s. Another person that's in his late 20s. Like, I sit here going, huh. And then I got the other female that's in that server that's like 36.
What? the
Oh wow.
fuck?
Wow.
And I'm sitting here going, what is wrong with me? What kind of bullshit?
For
Yeah,
real.
I'm usually like middle. I was like middle of the ages. I want to almost like middle aged. Like no, that's not
Oh
right.
my god.
Oh wow.
You're old.
I'm
Usually I'm
usually mid age.
Cuddy, choppy.
Man,
Yeah, like
God,
True.
on Stan Twitter though. I am
No,
like
thank you.
most of the people I follow are like under 16. Like
yeah, mood.
Honest, a lot are for sure.
Like
The
in
fact there's one thing that always like makes me really concerned, and it's the people that are under 16 doing the like drawing the no things.
Yeah.
That's something weird.
Like,
let's not get into that.
yeah.
that's a whole can of worms that we
Yeah.
probably
Oh
shouldn't open
yeah,
today.
we do not want to get in that today.
How about we go back on track?
Yes, please.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
like in the Minecraft YouTuber community, like if you're like over 17, you're old. You're just old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I must be a senior then.
I
True.
felt it. I felt it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wee.
All right. So another thing I wanted to ask, um, if you use labels or if you don't use labels, how has that like helped you feel more free or more like yourself?
I
well, I
would
mean,
say like when before I kind of like started questioning my whole gender identity, I always thought in the back of my head, I don't really like the gender stereotypes and stuff. Like I don't like how like blue is like for boys and like green is for girls and stuff. I always hated that stuff. And when I found out that there's actually a term for that, which was I forgot the actual term, but it's pretty much like disliking those like gender roles and stuff. I was like, wait, that's me, and then I kind of looked further into it, and then I found the term non-binary, and I was like, wait, that describes me perfectly. It's nice to find a label to where if I tell other people, they'll understand, and they'll be like, oh, you're this. That makes sense.
mhm.
Yeah.
For me, labels are just really confusing. Like, I would love to have a label. Don't get me wrong. I would love to know what I am, but I don't. So basically, like, I've just kind of been using bi because I don't know. It's just like it's easy to understand. It kind of is. It kind of encapsulates what I am and everything. But like, I don't know, it's confusing. So I usually like the reason why I don't have like any pride like icons anywhere or anything like that is because I don't know what flag to use. Like I'm
Yeah.
so indecisive. And that's
Mm.
basically the whole reason. Like otherwise
Yeah.
I would have like the rainbow like overlay and or whatever. But I just can't because labels are confusing.
Yeah.
Um, I thank you, Adobe. I don't use I would like to use labels, but since I don't quite know where I fit yet, I don't want to like put myself in a group that people wouldn't want me to be in. Like people would
Mm.
probably say you shouldn't be here because blah 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 blah, and like I'm scared that I'm going to get hated for using a label that I would otherwise not be using. Um, but I do usually say that I'm bi or I'm questioning just because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very in the dark of what I am.
Yeah.
So it's a hard thing to think about.
Definitely. Like it's interesting how sometimes labels help and sometimes they don't. Um so my youth group, one of the rules we had, um it was called labels are for food. And basically what it meant is don't let people force a label onto you. You can use one if you want, but you cannot let people force them on you. And um it's like that's why I don't really use much of a label in regards to like my sexuality because I don't know, like I still don't know if I'm bi or pan. I just know it's people. I just know I'm queer. Um and then with the whole ace thing, I so I had like a lot of internal aphobia for a bit. Like I always knew I was on like the ace spectrum, and then okay, this is gonna get like a slight NSFW topics, but nothing detailed. I started getting like certain like thoughts about one of my partners. And I say one of because I was in a poly relationship at the time. Um, and I started like having a lot of aphobia because I was like, yes, I know I'm on the ace spectrum and people are allowed to have like sexual thoughts or like do those kinds of things. And yeah, I was still like, I'm ace, like it doesn't matter if I'm on the spectrum, I shouldn't be thinking these. And like it was fucking rough. And so I have a lot of that internalized like aphobia. And then after a bit, I just decided, you know what? Fuck this. Using this label is hurting me and hurting my mental health more than it's helping me. So I just dropped it and I stopped saying I was ace, and that helps so much. And now, now I have gotten rid of that phobia, like that internalized phobia, and so now it doesn't, like now I don't deal with that anymore. Like I'm allowed to have those thoughts. And so it really helped me when getting rid of it to be able to use it again later. Internalized phobia for anything is a mood, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like I've struggled with that. Like I'm still in the process of being like confused. Like is it am I actually, am I not? Like
Oh yeah.
what is my deal? Like because I don't talk to, I'm not a social, like I'm not a in real life social person, I guess. I mean I'm
Yeah.
very social online, but I don't talk to people in real life really. So I don't really have a way to like find out either, because like I don't know if I'm attracted to people in real life because I don't talk to them.
Yeah.
I know that I don't really get attracted to like fictional characters unless they have like unless I just like get to know them first. So that's like, oh, maybe it's I like that with real people, but I would never know because I don't talk to people.
Definitely. I don't know. Because they want people to have children to pass the word of God on, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, pretty much, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was in geography class or something like that, random like that, when like the teacher kept going on about how people in my country are like leaving and our country's like population is dying, so we all need to have children if we are women. Like,
Yeah.
no, please, please let people be people.
For real. I'm gonna turn my AC on really quick. It is getting hot.
You're good.
Yeah, I turned my fan not too long ago. I'm just like, nah, it's too hot here. I have to
Keep
turn
my
it on.
window- My window's open, so I'm good. I usually get really cold for no reason, but I put on like a really warm, comfy thing, so I'm okay with the window open.
Hey, Arful,
We
how's
don't
it
have
going?
like AC or anything or fans, so all we rely on is open window and pray.
I almost went to open my door because, like, I usually crack my door open since it's like a hotel room and it's like a very quiet neighborhood. And then I realized, like, oh, shoot, what just happened? Whoa. What just happened? Oh.
Somebody joined back. There we go. That's okay.
And
All of a sudden, I just see everything got messed up.
Yeah, you're
But no,
like,
and-
wait a minute, hold up.
And then I realized, oh, shoot, my AC
No.
actually works.
where the overlay is almost
I know.
go.
Oh, no.
I'm now Kazu. It is me.
Ripperoo.
River is now me.
Yup. Totally.
River is now just a still
Take over.
image of me. Oh wait, no, that's not a still image. That's actually my thing. Okay.
I'm just completely gone. Because
Oh.
I think I'm in an Alex's spot.
Yeah.
Everything just
I
went to
don't exist. I don't
absolute
exist.
Hang on. If I share my
RIP the
screen, will
overlay.
that if I share my screen, will that fix it?
Maybe.
OBS. Share. No, that fucked it up. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're
Fucked it
good.
up
We're
more.
good. We're good.
There we go. We're good
I
now.
had
Okay.
to think for a bit.
You're good. You're
My
good.
Discord died. Hate my Discord.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
you're good.
really-
You're
that's
good.
comfortable.
I got an
Like so.
L in chat. It's okay.
L.
Oh,
I
imagine
know.
Discord dying.
Not the
Discord
27.
just said, "No, I'm good."
I'ma head out.
Like I'm gonna dip.
Exactly.
You want to participate in cool podcast? No, hard.
No,
Your time
no,
is up already.
no more queer podcasts for you.
No more
God.
queer podcast. Bonk.
I'm still kind of sad that Queercast was already taken, but Rainbow Alphabet's still really good.
I still
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah, I'm still super proud of that logo. If I ever
Oh,
get
yeah.
to like 1,000 followers, I want to turn that logo into merch because it looks so cool.
It does.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I think fun fact. I think the only like rainbow or queer like thing that I own is a part of like a pair of those like rainbow glasses with like the holes, like the holes
Oh
in them.
yes.
I'm
Like,
gonna
that's
go
the
grab my
only thing I
favorite.
own.
I'm gonna grab my favorite queer thing really quick.
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
playing a game on my phone because I can't focus otherwise. I
All
have
good,
to
all
be
good.
doing something with my hands.
Me fiercely turning on and off the light from my duck.
I like it shaking.
Yeah,
I
he
actually
glows in the dark.
I'm playing
Actually-
feral, so
Watch,
I-
watch. Turn off
I
my
brought
light.
a fidget cube. I brought a fidget cube.
Ducky.
Look, he glows.
he glowy.
He
He
glows.
glows.
I've been pressing the button to turn him on and off this entire
I
time.
have a gay dream catcher.
And yo,
It's so cool. I love it. And then
Oh,
obviously
no.
I also have my non-binary flag in the back.
Yes.
I want to get one.
My brain is doing the thing. So it plays the loading music, and then it starts going into actual music.
Oh wow.
So now all I can think about is the Backyardigans music. So like
Oh my
Castaway
God.
and Super
Castaway.
Secret.
We are castaways.
Oh my
Ahoy
goodness.
there!
Please.
Ahoy!
Guys,
We
please.
are castaways!
I never watched Backyardigans because it wasn't a thing here. I actually don't know what it is properly.
I think
It's
isn't
the
it
one-
like a Nick Jr. show?
Yeah, it was a Nick Jr. show
was.
from 2009.
I did watch Nick Jr., but I
Yeah.
don't remember when I watched it.
I didn't really
Um,
watch much of it,
all,
but I
all
remember
I have to
different parts.
say is I'm happy with the new Blue's Clues with their inclusivity, but original Blue's Clues is better.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing of I will never let my kids watch the new Blue's Clues. Like I'll let them watch the clips with the inclusivity if I wanted to have kids, but I will never ever let them watch the actual show.
What's going on with that?
Theo, I went to Micah to ask for likes for a hoodie. Of course, I'm not gonna buy you one.
I have a 20 mil hoodie. I'm happy. I also have
Nice.
a 20 mil coin, so
I don't have any dream merch. Oh.
I have two
Exposing
things
me in
in
the chat, I swear to God.
No, my fidget
I
toy.
own
I dropped my fidget
the only
toy.
merch I
Okay.
have is Wilbur's merch, and that's just a hoodie.
For me,
Yeah,
Unisana, Standard Sides, and Bad.
I
Uh,
have Rosa hoodie. That's the only like
a-
Kentucky Super merch I
is
have, and
is
I
it
love it.
is
My
it the
favorite.
blue one or is it the?
Yeah, it's the black and blue one.
Yeah, I have the
Ooh.
black and blue one. That's what I'm
I
wearing
bought
right
like
now.
I bought like a size too big so that it would be oversized because this is the only oversized hoodie I have because my mom hates oversized clothes. So
I
have to
love how
size
we
by
keep
myself.
getting like so off topic.
And this is
Sorry,
where the
sorry.
minds of neurodivergent go.
Neurodivergent queers, like we just go from subject to subject.
It doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters anymore.
We just talk about what we want to talk about.
Exactly.
I just realized, or I just remembered something funny. So, when I was a kid, I did not know what transgender was. Like, I knew what gay and lesbian and bi and all that were, but I didn't know what trans was. And when I was watching, have you guys seen Black Butler?
I have
clips and stuff.
CL Grow.
Grell, yeah.
Yes.
So, Grell, I
Grell
was
is
like,
very gay.
and very trans. I still
Yes.
don't. I still don't know if Grell is trans or gender fluid. But
Mm.
so because I didn't understand what it was when I was a kid, I was like, I don't understand why Grell is like pretending to be pretending to be a girl so much. Like I don't even want to be a girl, so why does Grell want to be a girl? First of all, that's not how that works. And second of all, me saying I don't even want to be a girl, that should have been a sign.
That really.
That was
yeah.
really should have been a
Honestly, should have
sign.
been a sign.
Like, it took a trans anime character for me to understand what trans is and realize that I'm trans.
Grell killed the lady in red, didn't he?
Yes.
I think that's how he got his clothing. I
Yes.
can't be sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
God, honestly, I haven't seen it in so long, but at the same time, the manga is so much better.
Oh, yeah.
After reading the manga, fuck the anime, especially season 3. Wait, no, season 2. Fuck season 2.
Okay. The first
Season 2 does not exist.
The first season, okay, whatever. Every season after that, including the Book of Circus, nah, no, thank you, goodbye.
Okay, but Book of Atlantic though, they did so.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I saw Book of Atlantic with one of my IRLs in theater when it came out, and it was one of my favorite arcs in the manga. I had read it so much that I had known every single detail. There was one line that made no difference to the plot at all that wasn't in the movie, and I was upset.
You were like, damn,
I don't
I
even.
hate this
There was one like an entire part that they missed though, where it was like it was a flashback to CL calling Tanaka like grandpa or something like that. It was like a really wholesome scene, and it wasn't in the movie, I don't think.
Sadness.
But other than that, every single detail was in there, and it was so.
Yeah.
I am excited for the Green Witch arc. No, the fucking the school one, the school arc.
Yes.
I love that arc.
The only anime that I've ever like truly been able to get into and absolutely hate the fact that they gave us a season 2 that was absolute doggy. Blue Exorcist.
Oh my god.
I
don't
never
even
had-
get me
Gave it-
started.
Nah, no thank
This
you.
is
I
off
will keep
topic.
the movie and the first season. Thank you. We're good.
I have the Blue Exorcist like 3 volumes of manga, I think, and I've only read the first one still. I got it so long ago.
Oh yes.
I am suck at
Theo,
reading manga.
please do not. You will mess up the overlay.
That's what I was telling him earlier.
But yeah,
Pain, pain, go
so-
away.
changes Theo, you can talk in chat. You know what? I'm just going to do something really quick.
Go for it.
I'm just going to.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay, I'm done. But no, so like change the subject though. If you
Yeah.
could. No, you're not a part of this episode, Theo. If you could go back and tell your younger self one thing about who you are today, what would it be?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
Yeah, it really is. Because I don't know. Because I don't know. Honestly, I'm like more of a mess now than I was back then.
Mm.
So I don't
That's
even
fair.
know. So I don't even know. Like if
I think I would say to probably just be like open-minded and kind of surround myself with people who I feel like would be queer to be able to have
Please
more
make
of an
friends.
understanding of myself.
Yeah.
I'd say please make friends. I know it's hard, and I know that you don't like agree with everything, but just please try to get friends.
Yeah.
Right now I have like none. and I regret that. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the reason why I didn't keep like the connections to friends that I had when I was a kid was because of band. Because I didn't right after classes we had band, and I would never get to like spend after class time with friends,
Yeah.
I guess. And after band I went straight home because I had to go by bus and only went like twice a day to where I needed to go.
Yeah.
And the people in band like were like very like either very chaotic or like really quiet, and I couldn't really interact with either of them because I didn't have enough energy to be chaotic, and I also didn't like I didn't know how to approach people that were quiet, so I just kind of sat there. But yeah, probably just make friends. I know it's not really related to like the being queer and stuff, but yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. For me, it's not like it is in the like grand scheme of things, but in the moment, I would probably tell myself to get a hobby because with how I am now, I literally have no life. I have nothing to do outside of Twitch and work. And
Felt.
so I would tell myself like, "Hey, get a hobby so like you can go outside more, make more friends and be able to be the like non-binary queer poly representation you want to be on Twitch." Cuz it's hard to make that representation if I don't have anything else to do.
Mhm. Oh, okay. So I have a topic that I want to bring up. It's both
Go ahead.
related to this and to Twitch because we keep
Yeah.
like we keep bringing it up.
We keep segueing back
So
to Twitch.
yeah, honestly, yeah. So with different streamers that you found, how did you react when you found out that they were either a part of the queer community or they were very like inclusive and accepting of the community?
I mean,
So,
I think it's
oh,
awesome.
go ahead.
Uh, I mean, like, as I said, I found pretty recently, like, I realized pretty recently that I was queer. So at the time, I probably didn't really think of it too much, because like I was like, ooh, they're queer. That's awesome. Like, good for them. Good. Like, I'm glad that they are, there's a place for people to, feel accepted and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, honest, like what really gets me is the ones that aren't queer themselves, but like really support it. I don't know, just something about
Boo.
that hits different because
Zach.
Gender
it,
men.
it just hits different because like even though they themselves don't experience like the discrimination and stuff like that, they still they the amount of support that they can give is amazing, and I just really love that, and I feel really safe like with watching those streams and like interacting with people in the community because of
Yeah.
that, because I know that like there aren't going to be any bigots because like the streamer literally like constantly supports like LGBTQ plus. So how could bigots even like find themselves comfortable in this
Definitely.
community? It's just not possible. So I know that it's safe and it's very
Yeah.
nice.
So with me, I have very different reactions depending on. It's like it's very different when a streamer is a part of the community versus when a streamer is a very active ally. Um, like when I find it's like there are a lot of times that I don't even see the LGBT tag when I raid people, and about 80% of the time I'd say when I raid people I find out that they're either non-binary or another or like a part of the community in one way or another. And God, I love Eret. And so it makes me happy like, hey, same hat. It like hey, like we're in this together and it's awesome. It's like I have that representation. And then when it's like there's a representation versus feeling safe, I would say. And then
Right.
when it comes to like Ranbu or Tubbo or Jack or whoever, and I can see they've done so much for this community that he really is. He really is.
Yeah.
Like you can see that they genuinely care, and like they've never really specified if they are cishet or not, but you know they don't want people speculating that, and so yeah, they are what they are, but I would say like my favorite things have been when Rambu did that subathon, and I watched every second of it, for the Trevor Project.
I tried watching most of it. I watched like half of it, I think, but I had to
Yeah.
sleep in the middle of it. So
And I almost started crying when all of the subs started pouring in at the beginning, because like that's so much. Like he had already broken the record, he had already gotten past his goal, and that was already so much money for the Trevor Project.
yeah,
Mhm.
that was
And
awesome.
that made me fucking cry. And then another favorite thing is him making his character canonically like non-binary and unable to understand gender and pronouns because they're human concepts and they're not human.
Mhm.
Also, that makes me thinking maybe Slimecicle's character also doesn't understand.
Yeah. And I
I
love
think
like
so as
Like,
he
well.
he
there's a
saw all
slime.
the headcanons and was like, you know what'll make my LGBT fans happy? Accepting this headcanon as fact.
Yeah,
My my huge thing is like um when Rambo started like talking about the reason why he was
Oh
doing this
my
for the
god,
Trevor
that
Project.
I was in
And I
tears.
started bawling my eyes out. I was
Oh.
like,
God,
this is so sweet.
for
Like,
real. Like
and
I wanted to give him a hug so bad.
right?
okay, the funny. Okay,
Wait, he
I'm sorry,
is?
but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess
Yo,
happens really early in the
yo.
lore, like during like the starting of Lamanberg. But anyway,
I remember that.
the kind of funny thing about when he was telling that story of why he donated, I joined the stream while he was talking about it, like midway. So I came there like, why is everyone crying? What is happening? Oh God, what is
You were so confused.
I was watching I was wanted to, ooh, funny Blockman's freaking playing Minecraft. Oh, that's so cool. And then I was just like,
Funny
he was
block
crying, and I
man.
was like, what is happening?
Whiplash.
And I
Watched the
genuinely
VOD.
feel bad for
I watched the
Rambo
part of the
though.
VOD afterwards. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Like, and I genuinely feel like Trevor Project is one of those things that is like they're there to help because there are some very toxic situations that people can't get out of because they have no other place to go.
Yeah. I just looked at Fundy's wiki, Dream SMP wiki. I'm not like I'm crying on the inside.
Internal death.
Internal crying. I love that. Man, I love the LGBT representation in the Dream SMP.
Oh yes.
Like the I isn't who was it? Is it Ponk that's non-binary? Like character Ponk? Oh,
Probably.
speaking
Remember.
of media with LGBT representation, fucking Destiny. Holy shit. There are I don't know if you guys know about like Destiny and all that, but so many of the characters are like LGBT and it's amazing and I love the representation.
Thought about getting into it, but I literally know nothing about it.
Fair.
I mean the stuff like that I watched was Steven Universe and She-Ra,
God,
know,
Steven
the
Universe.
cartoons.
Oh, I love
Dude,
that show.
Steven Universe. Oh man. It's like it like normalized, like
I love I
feminine
love the space rock lesbians.
characters.
Yes.
I
A
Steven Universe is
giant
so good.
woman.
And they had a
Yes.
Giant
non-binary
woman.
character, and they had a human non-binary character at the end,
Yes.
and that was
I
awesome.
remember seeing that and like being so happy
Um,
that that had that
God
representation.
same. I still headcanon Lars as being trans. Cause like
Yes.
yeah.
Valid. That's valid.
I
Yeah.
I love the representation with Peridot because it's like
Honestly.
Peridot is supposed to be on, like, I'm pretty sure Peridot's supposed to be um something to do with Ace because she
Mhm.
doesn't like to fuse, like, at all. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to fuse because fusion is supposed to be like this relationship.
It's very intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, an intimate
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was awesome. Like I saw people like after like that one episode where we were like teased the
Mhm.
maybe like of the fusion and people were getting mad that she didn't. I was like, bro, it's
It's
she wants to.
representation,
It's
baby.
Yeah.
representation. You're
Like
missing the point.
I love how Cartoon Network is like willing to do more LGBT representation.
Universe had to
Mm-hmm.
fight for those rights though.
Yeah.
Universe had to fight for it.
Yeah. Like they fought and they won.
Mhm.
And
Mostly.
it sucks
And
cuz like with Gravity Falls, like there was supposed to be a an old lesbian couple in the Love God episode. Disney retconned it and had to change one of the ladies into a man. Because
Disney.
that was literally the only way they would allow that scene to be shown.
But it's the fact that, like, now they're more accepting of that stuff. So it's like,
Still
why
not as
why we're
much though. Like from what I
exactly.
remember, they took Love Simon off of Disney Plus because of it's not family friendly or whatever that bullshit is. I did actually hear about that. That's awesome. They removed like a second gay kiss from one of the Star Wars movies, I believe. Like
Mhm.
they're still
I mean,
not.
They're not as accepting, um, but they're still kind of working there.
See, the thing with the Marvel movies is like yet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck,
Disney is a
fuck
SpongeBob
weird
Disney.
topic when it comes to
SpongeBob
LGBT.
For real.
Exactly.
SpongeBob is literally a sponge, which makes sense because like even like sea sponges, I don't think have like sexual reproduction
So it
anyway.
makes
They
sense that
do
he's
sexually,
ace.
so it makes
Exactly.
sense.
And it was kind of weird. A lot of people were headcanoning that he was gay. I'm just like, but he
It's a
isn't really.
sponge.
I
It's a
mean,
He's
sponge.
a sponge.
he could be like gay romantic.
Mhm. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Starburst.
And I keep like reminding myself to watch more Shira because I watched like I think 2 or 3 seasons and I haven't like I
I've
haven't
only
caught up
seen like a
or like
couple
finished it.
episodes of that.
But yeah, that has a lot of
She-Ra
good
and Voltron.
representation.
Oh
Shira
god.
has Shira has a lot of good
Mhm.
representation. I think
Yeah.
like it shows like mental like disorders. It shows like gender identity, sexuality, like people of color, like all
Yeah.
this stuff is
It definitely is a
represented in
show.
Shira.
Like I have seen like all of the representation and shit, but it's one that I haven't been able to get into much because I have a really hard time sitting down and watching something that isn't live.
Mhm.
So like that's why it took me like 2 years to finally watch Death Note. I have like 50 anime on a watch later list that I'm probably never gonna get to because it's hard to
Understandable.
watch it. And
That is
so
Well,
absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, right now I'm like one anime, like I'm watching one single anime, and I can't bring myself to watch like more than like 2 episodes
Yeah.
at once,
One thing that is a lot
unless it's
easier
like
for
really
me though
interesting.
is comics.
Oh hell yeah.
Like
Yeah, I binge so
yeah.
many webcomics
God,
all the
there's
time.
one I love so much. It's called hashtag muted. And it's so sweet
I
and
think I've read it.
it's basically so this guy's a librarian and he meets this really like cute guy that comes into the library and finds out that oh he's nonverbal, and then like they end up like dating and it's like super cute, and it also goes into like relationship drama, so it's like a realistic relationship as well, but I love it.
The one like anime movie there's technically two that got me really bad. Wolf Children and A Silent Voice.
Oh my god, I love A
Mm.
Silent Voice so
Tried
much.
watching A Silent Voice,
I
but
I
watched
bawled my eyes out.
I
I
stopped
watched
because when it gets sad,
mhm.
I just can't continue watching something usually.
I watched A Silent Voice after the one studio burned to the ground. And
Oh,
I
Mm.
what's the name?
remember I remember watching it that summer and been like, I'm gonna support this, I'm gonna support this. I ended up donating $20 to the cause. There was $2 million raised, and the
Mm.
entirety of that $2 million went to the families that were affected. So there were no tax write-offs on it, nothing. It all went
Nice.
to the families because there was a huge legal thing, and they were like, "There's obviously something going on here," and
Mhm.
Japanese government. So,
Yeah.
but the fact that they wrote it off and said, "Nope, we're not going to take any taxes from it," is insanity.
Yeah.
So, you know, happy
Mhm.
By
fun
the way,
times.
Jesus, do you mind if I just very quickly vent about stupid straight webcomics?
Go for it.
There,
Go ahead.
there's this one. It fucking hurts to read. I just read it because of like morbid curiosity. It's called The Kiss Bet. Have
Oh,
you
I
guys?
read that one.
It is
I read that
so
one.
bad. It's like it's like this stupid like love triangle thing, and it's not even healthy, and it's just so dumb. Like, are straight people
I
actually like this?
I I
It's a,
stopped reading it. I used to like it, but I stopped reading it. Has it really gone that bad?
it
Yeah.
gets so much worse.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like it is. I
Um,
don't like it.
a webcomic that I really enjoyed was Freaking Romance. I mean, it is frustrating love triangle, which is fair if you don't like. I personally like. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But it like I don't actually remember exactly. Like there was like the main character is bi, and she has this like crush on her best friend. Who's I think a trans guy who like is it only comes out like as that at the very end. And then she meets like this guy, like this mysterious hot guy from another like dimension or something, and it's a whole roller coaster. I remember reading. I really liked it
Yeah.
because I don't know because like it was ongoing, and I was really excited for like every new chapter. I don't know if I read it all at once, it would be as good anymore. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know. It was my type, I guess. It was kind of frustrating what they did with like the relationship dynamics because it was just really confusing because like the main character likes the guy, but then the best friend likes the girl, and but the best friend also like has a love-hate relationship with the guy. It was really
Yeah.
confusing.
That
Confusion.
that actually does remind me. Um. So I fuck, I lost my train of thought. So that had me thinking. Like I got reminded of like the Star versus the Force of Evil fandom, and it got me
Oh god.
thinking.
Oh,
Um, everybody always says that like yeah, a guy and a girl can be friends without that being in a relationship, but the second that two guys or two girls have the same kind of relation like friendship that those two had, they're always like, oh, they're gay, like, oh, they're lesbian, oh, they must be dating. And like, if you can say that a guy and a girl can be close friends without dating, you should be able to say that about gay people as well. Because, like, I can be friends with somebody who is also gay. That does not mean that we are dating. And it's just double standards that society has put on everyone are actually the worst.
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. I am guilty of like shipping in the Star vs. the Force of Evil like fandom at one
Oh
point.
yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I
So
like that ship too, but it doesn't mean that they were actually together. I don't know. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
actually
no.
see season 3 yet because I don't think it's on Disney
Uh,
Plus.
Oh yeah, I only watched like season one, like maybe half of season two. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I stopped watching like a long time ago, but basically, wait, what was I gonna say?
I
Yes, I
I'm
forgot.
sorry, Kazu, but like what the fuck? I look up and all I see is 2 for $5 mixing.
RBs.
We have the
meat.
meat.
I love having a green screen.
I want to get a green screen.
Honestly,
Dude, it's so tempting to for me to be able to get like the non-binary flag and hang it there, but at the same time, I don't really have room because my entire green screen is back there.
Just make your green
What's the
screen the
non-binary?
non-binary flag.
Exactly. Just
Honestly,
basically,
I would.
that'd be fun.
Actually, you know, hold up. I'm gonna do that right now.
hold up. Just
Ooh.
hold
Hold
up.
up.
We better do this.
Let's go.
Where is it at?
I've never had any like decorations in my room because I don't know, my parents kind of were like weird about having posters. And then I just felt like, oh, I guess I just shouldn't have posters or anything. Because like my
I
parents
just
didn't really understand the concept of posters, I guess.
I have my thing in my poster wall in front of me. I have a print that I got from Con back in 2016, and then I have a thing from a special event. It was for the Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale panel.
Mm.
Oh boy.
I have my Foxy poster on my wall, a picture of me, a frame with like a painted turtle with a quote on it, some random ass fox sketch, and then eye sketches on my wall. And I was like 11, 12 when I did all of this to my wall. I also have something drawn on my wall. We're not gonna go into that.
Oh boy. Okay.
Just know that
Theo, I have 3 monitors. I get distracted easily. Shut the fuck up.
what the? I'll end your bloodline.
I love that.
What is
Run the
happening?
Hey yo, where's the /J?
Where's the flash?
This last day is in the fact that we're friends, and I already know that they're joking.
Yeah, the slash J was a slash J.
Theo is one of the few people I don't need tone indicators for.
It's like
Yeah, I
that
mean-
one person in your life that you're like, yeah, I know you're joking. Don't worry.
I have 3 people in my, 2 people in my life. Cause the third we both get very insecure. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. We still use it just because like I don't know.
You
Yeah,
never
I mean,
know.
I sometimes need tone indicators, sometimes I don't. Like
Yeah.
I use them because my way of like talking to people is very blunt sometimes. And like my jokes sometimes come off very blunt and I
Yeah.
realize that and that's why I use slash J. Like sometimes I
I
have to say it out loud
Yeah.
in real life. Because,
I
like,
actually-
people don't
I actually didn't use tone indicators at first because they weren't really a thing. Like I was never on Twitter until like I didn't start using Twitter until like December, January, even though I had an account for a while. So I never really saw tone indicators anywhere. And then they started showing up in my Discord server with my old friend group. And I was very confused, so I rarely used them. But I did start getting better at them because, like, oh, it makes sense if people, like, aren't able to understand the tone or whatever. But I don't need it. I'll just use it for other people's benefits. And then I realized, oh, I do actually need them. I just didn't need it for that friend group because I knew them.
Yeah. That
So now I
makes
just
sense.
use them all the time.
Yeah, basically.
So I went from confused to using them for other people and then using them for everyone.
I think that's a lot of people how a lot of people started using them.
Yeah.
Because like you never really think, oh, I really need those until you are in a situation where they are used and you're like, oh, I
Exactly.
wouldn't have thought it otherwise.
Like I don't typically need them for like now that I think about it, I should have used them earlier because I get like really insecure whenever like somebody I'm not like best friends with it says something.
Yeah.
That's a story. One time I was in a server and so I get like super comfortable with I got really super comfortable with people really fast in that server, and I didn't realize that it doesn't work the other way around because they don't know
Mm,
me, but I
yeah.
knew them. So I was like like jokingly making fun of them and stuff. And one time I like one of the more popular and known people in the server apparently had like publicly called me out on it
Oh
and
shit.
like told everyone that they were uncomfortable with me, and they had lied, by the way, that they had told me in DMs to stop even though they didn't, and I got in trouble with the mods and stuff. But now that I knew that I like if that slash play is a thing, I don't think it would be a problem anymore as
Yeah.
much, because like I would have just like put slash j and it would have probably been fine, but back then it wasn't a thing, so I probably just made people really uncomfortable because I kept like making fun of them for them in their perspective for no reason.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only like two people that I'm comfortable making fun of with. And with Theo, which is like my mod here, I don't make fun of them as much as I do with my best friend. So like Theo,
Hmm.
you're getting the sword out of the stick. If you saw my stream yesterday, then you would know. Whew.
Yeah, there are like some people that I make fun of more than others. It doesn't mean that I'm closer or less close with you
Yeah,
exactly.
it also depends on how the friendship starts. Like my best friend and I became, oh fuck my fidget toy. We became friends through like messing around with each other and shit. Where the fuck did my fidget toy go?
Yeah,
Um,
that's such
Somewhere.
a mood.
uh oh. Where is it?
Yeah, it really depends, I think, on how, like, it depends on the person too. Like, some people just aren't really, like, comfortable with, like, that kind of, like, jokes, those kinds of jokes.
Yeah,
And some are more than others. So you just need to, like, find out what fits the friendship, what fits the vibe of the friendship, I think. Because I have friends that I'm close with that I don't really bully or anything, and then there are friends that I absolutely bully,
okay.
sexually and everything. And it just takes a bit of time to like understand what they're doing. Like the person that I got in trouble with was like known for being like people bullying them like affectionately all the time. So me being dumbass, I was just like, oh, this is the vibe that the friendship is. Like
Yeah,
the person like gets bullied, and that's how friendship works.
yeah.
So I started bullying them without actually just being friends with them first
Speaking
because
of,
I was dumb.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Speaking of, is it? I feel like it's just like a part of being like the queer experience to just either bully each other or jokingly flirt with each other until you realize, oh shit, I have feelings for them.
Honestly, yeah.
Cause
I
like,
personally don't flirt with people even jokingly because I myself am really bad at like differentiating between platonic and romantic flirting. So I
yeah,
if I start doing that, I feel like I don't know, it would be really confusing for me. Like not even other people, it would be confusing for me.
like I made fun of my friend a lot, and some people mistook it as like flirting, and it was like, I realized after I had said something, it was like, oh fuck.
I see. I mean, I've got definitely like I've talked to like when I went on a server and like I started DMing like a certain person a lot and we became friends in
Yeah,
DMs. Suddenly we just like came on the server and we started like, talking like really, really friendly and stuff, and people just assumed we were flirting for some reason.
It's
and I
just
was
the gay
really uncomfortable.
experience.
Yeah, no, it was because it was a guy and I was a girl. And people were like, "Oh, they flirting," and I was like,
Oh.
"No, that's not it."
Yeah.
And I did end up having feelings for the guy. He sucked. But he ended up really sucking. But you know,
Sucking those nuts.
Oh my god.
No.
Can't believe it's been made already.
It was too easy.
bro,
My god.
this is a bro moment. Man,
Man.
I drank too much
Man.
water. I need to be right back again.
Alright, no worries.
Don't drown.
Stay hydrated. That's all you gotta worry about is being hydrated.
But not too
How is
hydrated,
that?
because if you're too
I need to
hydrated, you
get more
can
water
die.
later.
Yes.
True.
I actually learned that in band camp.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Yep.
That is.
Bro.
There is.
Yeah.
I have so many friends who say that. I'm just like, yeah, me too.
Yep. God, like, I never drink more water than I do during band camp.
That's fair.
Felt.
I miss band. Man.
Man.
Man, why did I have to graduate? Why did I have to leave school? Why can't I still be in band?
Man.
You know, speaking of band, my senior year, there was a freshman who came in, and I had noticed that she had, like, the trans colors. It was, like, very subtle, but she had, like, a small circle with the trans colors painted on her shoes. And I
That's so
wanted to, like, because she was still going by he and her dead name at the time. So, like, she wasn't out to anybody. I wanted to
Mhm.
reach out to her and be like, hey, I like your shoes. And, like, just kind of point at me. Same. But, you know, I'm not good at talking to people, so I never really did that. And then she came out a few months later, and I'm really happy for her. But, like,
Hey.
thanks, I stole them from the president.
I like your shoelaces.
Yeah, I stole them from the president.
Yes.
Gasp.
So, what are some other things you want to bring up about, like, being LGBT and everything?
Brain no work.
Gonna come up with something. I feel like a lot of the topics that we covered today are really good topics, so it's kind of hard to come up with more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Back.
Welcome back.
Oh, hi. Welcome back from not drowning.
Welcome back from reverse drowning.
Your swag.
I hate that. Reverse drowning.
Myself some breakfast because I haven't had breakfast yet.
Nice.
Oh my god, Theo, please.
You can put them in chat if you want. If you want us to discuss anything.
True. He really
Um,
wants to join though.
I removed their fucking podcast role so they can't join.
Good.
We could always
promise
go
I'm
back on a
joking.
topic that we already did
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Had to hurt.
I don't actually remember what we talked about.
We
But, you know,
went off on a lot of rants into
true.
completely different subjects.
That's just our neurodivergent brains.
Yep.
That's fine. It's fine.
It's part of the experience.
It is part of the experience.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here
and, like,
playing.
I'm also
a mo-
trying not to get, like, too into detail on, like, certain labels, because it's like, you know, this is just the first episode. It's just like an overall summary of LGBT. It's future episodes are going to go more into depth on certain topics and certain things. So like the next episode, if I'm able to get 2 or 3 more guests in time, it's going to be an episode all about like lesbians and the lesbian community.
That'd be really really
Yeah,
interesting.
I
and really
just
fun to watch.
I've only gotten one application from somebody who is a lesbian, so I need to like reach out to people, but I don't know how to talk to people.
Oh, I could actually ask one of my friends if they want to apply because they
Okay.
are. She is in fact lesbian,
Oh, cool.
and
But
she
yeah.
really really liked talking.
Nice.
That's perfect then.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, sorry, Theo. But yeah, if any of you guys are interested in joining, and want to have a chance at being featured in a future episode, I want to try and get everybody that applied into an episode. I really want to try. But yeah, if you're interested in joining, I have a Discord server, and the form it should be in the announcement page to audition. Oh, fair. But yeah, there are some people that I have in mind that I want to try and reach out to. Um. All right. If oh wait, I can do this because okay. There you go.
And the
And
reason why I've been kind of holding back is because I tend to talk about other people more than myself when I talk
yeah,
about stuff. And I
yeah.
try not to talk about other people too much. Like I already have, I realize, but
Speaking of
I
other
try not
people,
to.
actually, that actually gives me an idea. So, who besides Minecraft streamers, who are some people on the platform that you look up to and helps you feel more comfortable being yourself? Like some like content creators, I would say. And I know I had like a similar question to this earlier, but I guess this is more like specific to creators.
Well, I think the
Um,
obvious answer is Thomas Sanders. Like, um, he's great.
I always
Yeah.
liked his
Very,
content.
Yeah.
yeah, he's very accepting of everyone. I mean,
Hmm.
like, he has like most, I think most of, or if all, not all of his friends are LGBTQ
Yeah.
plus. So I mean, and he himself is as well. So I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry.
or go ahead.
I would actually say Joan, because like they have helped me feel more comfortable in being non-binary and like being more comfortable in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're great.
yeah, I appreciate the platform that Thomas let Joan have because of that. Like it was really great. I really loved that.
Mm.
Oh, also
Yeah.
fucking Ruby Rose, fucking like gender fluid icon. Like
I think I've heard of them.
yeah, it's funny. Like oh fuck, what's the video called? Hang on, YouTube. Excuse me. Break free. My mom showed it to me. What like it's basically a video about Ruby Rose going from like this like formal woman, like very stereotypical woman, to like breaking down like shaving their head, getting like wiping all of the makeup off, uncovering tattoos, dressing all masculine, shit like that. And my mom showed it to me before I even knew I was trans, and it clicked with me a lot more than I could put words into it. Um, I don't think I can show stream because I'm pretty sure it is very copyrighted, but I will share a link in chat. And like it's a really meaningful song. And like years later, I'm like, oh, it hit because I'm trans. I can relate to that video.
Mhm. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, another person that I mean, I don't watch anymore as much, but I know is very like influential, I guess, is definitely Eugene and like Try Guys.
I don't think I actually
Fantastic.
know who they are. I
Try
never really
Guys is
watched the
great.
Try Guys all that much.
I
The
used
Me
Try
too.
to. I
Guys.
kind of stopped once my hyperfixation with Minecraft started. I kind
Got
of
it.
stopped watching their
Um,
content. But yeah, Eugene made like a whole music video about like gender like roles and stuff,
Mm.
and he's queer and does drag. Fantastic.
Ooh. I miss doing drag.
Mm. Yeah, Eugene's really great. Like all the Try Guys have tried doing drag, but Eugene is like the kind of the expert, I guess.
Yeah.
The Try Guys are great. I haven't kept up with them. I that so I'm saying that as not watched like recent content. So I'm just saying that in case something has happened that I'm not aware of. But I liked watching them. I used to watch them on BuzzFeed and stuff, like when they used to like be on BuzzFeed, and then they freaking left and started their own
yep.
thing, and it was great. And it was
Yeah.
very supportive because like BuzzFeed like is cringe,
For
obviously.
real. Especially the
BuzzFeed is a
quizzes.
giant
Oh yeah.
corporation,
It
and we
really
don't need
is.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember all like the toxic like femininity and feminism
Oh
that
god,
came from
yeah.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed. Yeah, that was terrible. But anyway, that's not really on topic. But yeah, Eugene's great.
Yeah. And
I don't
another
really.
oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
No, I just got to say like I don't actually like it's not no like really like queer creators come to mind right now that I watch. Just honestly, all I watch now is Minecraft. So like excluding
Fair.
those, I don't know if I have a lot left.
I never
But
really watched him all that much, but another one that I really appreciate is Joey Graceffa.
Hmm.
which
I
one?
know
Mm.
Oh my god.
oh what's the
Okay,
name of that song?
can I
I
chime in real quick?
yeah.
Uh, I know I was gonna talk about
Go
it,
ahead, go ahead.
but my very first Minecraft Let's Play that I watched was Joey Graceffa's.
Oh
Like
nice.
he introduced me to Minecraft, which is so funny because he's not like really known for his like Minecraft very much, and he's not really
Yeah.
like a Minecraft YouTuber. But like he's my first Minecraft YouTuber that I watched,
Yeah.
and I learned Minecraft through his Let's Play.
And I never started watching Minecraft YouTube until last year.
Yeah, that was like in 2012 or 13.
Oh wow.
I think.
Someone that I don't know if he's still like a good content creator, if he's still making content, but I do know that he's very active on Twitter and Instagram. But Tyler Oakley,
Oh
um,
yeah.
he
He's very
is
cool.
very gay.
Yeah.
Like you can tell from the way he talks,
Yeah.
the way his movement is. He's just gayer than gay, and I'm all for it.
You know who else is just gayer than gay?
All
Mac.
of us.
Mac does it. I think that's his
I was
name.
gonna I was
My
gonna
my
mention
favorite,
him.
the way I got introduced to his videos is like a gay guy reacts to anti-gay commercials or something like that.
Oh, I know
Oh
the
my
one you're
god.
talking about.
Yeah.
My
It was
my
so
huge
funny.
thing my huge thing is I've seen him react to like the Jehovah's Witness anti-gay,
Yeah.
and I sat there and I laughed.
Just the way
I
he was,
laughed the whole way through.
just the way he would just sit there like,
Nah. Yeah, I miss him. I don't know what he's doing now though.
yeah.
I have no idea if he still is like relevant at all or anything.
No clue. Hmm.
I'm like kind of zoning out trying to think of people, but like yeah, like a lot of people that I watch either like I don't know much about them as a person or that it's Minecraft because
Yeah.
yeah, like a lot of people that might be queer like so they just don't really like express it or they don't like constantly remind everyone that they are, which is valid. Both are
Yeah.
valid. If you do it, you're valid. If you don't, you're valid.
Yeah.
But sometimes they just don't, so they don't really come to mind when I think specifically of like, oh, they are queer
That
creator.
that actually does remind me. One thing that kind of frustrates me about like the Dream SMP fan base is whenever a content creator says that they want to keep their sexuality like a secret, they don't want it to be speculated, people automatically assume that they're like in the closet. Like, no, they could just as easily be straight. Just because they want their sexuality to be a secret doesn't mean that they're automatically queer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
I know, like for example, Tubbo recently said that. And like yeah, he's never stated if he's cishet or not, and he doesn't want people speculating. Like, yeah, he's allowed to keep that private, even if he is straight. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, his sexuality is none of our business.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, same
Like
goes for all content creators. If they want it to be out there, good for them. If they don't, good for them.
it's kind of like how if like someone doesn't want to put their pronouns in their bio, people assume oh they're like straight, like they're just set and also like
Yeah.
a terrible person.
Or
Like
transphobic, yeah. Like,
yeah,
no.
like I mean pronouns in bio are good, and I personally use
And
say that, but
it
like
helps trans people be more comfortable.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
but if
normalizes
someone
it.
is like yeah, but if someone like is genuinely just like knows that people do that, but like doesn't, and it's not because they're like a terrible person, it's just because they don't want to and or
Exactly.
are uncomfortable with it. Like it's fine.
Like it's dumb. Like people have made things that other uh that thank you for the sub, have made things that other people have turned into a safe space and turned it into something that is mandatory. Like
Yeah.
cis people started putting their pronouns in their bios to make trans people feel more safe, and it's turned into something where if you don't put your pronouns in, you're hurting people and you're being transphobic. Like it's done a complete 180, and it no.
Yeah.
People are allowed to
It's
not have their sexuality out there. People are allowed to not have their pronouns out there or like pronouns in their bio. Like, yeah.
yeah. It's like I was gonna say something. I just forgot immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I was
I
gonna
get
say
that.
I was gonna say something related and I forgot. This is terrible. Hated here.
Yeah, like, people don't always have to have every single detail about their life out there. Because it's just. And it's like. If. Nice sushi rolls. Like, it's gotten to this point where, like, especially in the neurodivergent community, people are expected to have their mental disorder out there so that they're not labeled as ableist if they use a slur or if they do or if they say something that only neurodivergent people can joke about. Like just because just because they're not, I don't know. People should not be forced to put private information out there. Private information is
Hmm.
private for a reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, something that I do like prefer if people did put in their bio is like if they are a minor or not.
Yeah,
because it's for their own safety more than like other people's like
exactly.
comfort.
Yeah.
That is
Like, you don't
something
even
that
have to put your age.
yeah.
Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to put your age if you're not comfortable. Just please let me know if you're a minor or not. Like, I personally don't care if I follow like minors or adults, cuz like as long as they're comfortable, then
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I only talk about it because like I'm a very open person. So I don't really like, yes, I have secrets that I keep to myself, but those are more like venti stuff, not personal information.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm honestly like, if you ask me like directly a question, like, I mean, depends on if you're a complete stranger or not, but like, if I'm comfortable with you, then I will probably answer you,
Yeah.
like, no, almost no matter what. Like, there are a few things that I probably be like, why are you asking me this? But like, otherwise, like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like my lack of boundaries or what. Like I'd like to think I have boundaries, but
Yeah.
I'm just like I guess I'm more like comfortable with people knowing things about me. Like I mean if there's something that I don't want people to know, obviously I won't tell them. But like a lot of the things that I think that would be like probably very like trauma related or whatever. I just don't remember. So I will tell you if I can answer you, then I will probably.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I tend to overshare a lot as well.
Same. Like, I'm like a closed book, but as soon as you touch me, as soon as you like try to open me, I just I'm a
Close
closed book.
right back up.
I'm a closed book, not a locked book.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm like in real life, I'm a pretty quiet person that I don't really go up to people and start talking to them. But like if you talk to me and like ask about me, I will tell you.
Yeah. Like, I love having deep conversations. I don't care what it's about. Like,
Yeah,
I
same.
don't care if you're a complete stranger. If you're down to have a deep conversation at 4 a.m., then I'll have a deep conversation at 4 a.m. I just won't get
True.
into like the super depressing venti shit unless we're super close.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean that's
For
that is.
real
I think
though.
that's how we met, right? We just like
Yeah,
so
that's why I wanted to start this podcast, because we were left alone in a VC, started talking about like being queer for like 2 hours. Like, you know what? I want to do a podcast.
Yo.
pretty much. And I think it turned out good or is going good
Yeah,
in progress.
Mhm.
it
Is
definitely did have a scuffed beginning because I forgot to click back on the stuff and hide all of the panels, but
That's okay.
That's
Every
fine.
everything has its flaws.
exactly,
Not
It'll just get better
everybody's
with time.
especially
perfect.
myself.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll just get better with time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm,
It is so
I'm
cold in my room that my leg is just cold. It's nice,
Oh,
but I'm like,
Must be
oh,
nice.
I'm
wouldn't it be
constantly cold.
nice? Set up.
Like the only times I'm not cold is when I'm drinking tea, and when I drink tea, I get really hot, like really warm,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
there's no balance ever. I'm like either really cold, so I put on warm clothes, or I'm just really warm after I drink like one hot drink, and then I have to take off all my warm clothes, and afterwards I'll be cold, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like I love drinking tea, but I just can't because because afterwards I feel terrible.
Mm.
bro, I don't know what it is, but like, I am always a heater. Like, you could be standing 3 feet away from me and be like,
Fucking
"What in the
felt.
fuck?" You just,
Fucking
you just
felt.
feel the heat radiating off my body.
For real.
I have had that. I've had people literally stand like 2 feet away from me and be like, what the fuck?" And I'm sitting here going, "Yeah, yeah, I know." Like,
I get that a
I
lot.
I run
Yeah.
like internally, I run like a few degrees lower than I probably should, but At the same time, I'm pretty sure it's because my body's just putting out so much fucking heat.
Yeah.
Like, I am the person that you want to be with if we just get trapped out in like a blizzard or something, because I am a bear.
Yeah.
I'm just small, and I, I'm just small.
So,
That's kind of my personality at this point. I just like identify as tiny, and that's all I am to some people. That's fair.
hmm.
Play the phone games, they said. You won't get addicted, they said.
All right. So, I do have a question, and this one is also for chat as well. What kind of issues and topics would you guys like to? What kind of things and topics and issues would you guys like to be seen and heard discussed on this in like future episodes? I've butchered how I said that, but the point still comes across.
Okay.
Oh god, I can't come up with anything right now. Hold on.
Head empty.
I
Head empty.
feel like a thing that should be brought up in a topic is like a different episode is um like talking about the different like dedicate one thing where it's like a synopsis of a lot of different genders and a lot of different sexualities
Yeah, yeah.
that people don't know about.
I actually was planning on doing that. Like, after I get through the main episodes, I want to have one episode specified to, like, genders and, like, all the unknown genders and, like, Zeo genders, and then another episode towards, like, all of the weirder pronouns. I'm not sure if this is going to be a full episode or a part of an episode, but I definitely want to have one about polyamory.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a huge episode planned for Ace. I have a huge episode planned for like Arrow Ace.
Do
Because
we
like
have a section where we
Yeah.
like talk about neopronouns? Because I know that's something that not everybody like
yeah,
is normalized.
I'll probably, you know what? I'll probably have like an entire episode just for like Zeogender and neopronouns.
Yes.
Because those two things, like, they could probably go into an episode together, but those two things alone, like, they need to be talked about.
Definitely.
Because, like,
Yeah.
especially with social media, they're becoming a lot more popular and they're becoming misused and joked about a lot.
Yeah, that's what I hate
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
as
would
somebody
like to
that
see more
uses
of that.
neopronouns, yeah.
Not the hate. I didn't mean the hate. I meant I wanted to see more of the representation and it being talked about.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really familiar with neopronouns. Like I obviously have seen them being used, and I respect them and everything, but I don't really know what they're about myself. Like I would like to,
Yeah.
but like I haven't really had a chance to like talk to someone like who has used them and is using or has used them for a while, just to get a feel of like why, how, when, like all the questions.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of a lot. Oh yeah, if you're like eyeing certain pronouns, I also use ender pronouns cuz they're really cool. I find it funny. I didn't originally plan on using them, but I was making a headcanon saying that Rambu uses those pronouns, and somebody misread my reply and like they deleted it after, but they said like they thought I was using those and was referring to me as those. I was like, wait a minute, Why did that actually feel really good? Wait a minute.
Why does this feel correct?
Like, why does this feel right? So I find that really funny.
Hmm. I mean, basically pronouns, like how at least how I've like understood pronouns, so like neopronouns so far, they're basically like nicknames. They're like nicknames, but
Not
like the
really.
pronouns. I
Not
mean,
really. It's
I'm
a bit
kidding
more than
Rombo
that.
right now.
Huh?
I'm kidding Rombo right now. Oh, they're like nicknames.
Oh.
No, because like I don't like I don't understand them. Like I
Yeah.
respect them, but that's how I've like convinced myself to like
Yeah.
remember that they exist and that I should use them. So I just kind of use them like nicknames right now. So I would like to learn more about them to like understand them better.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
And
same
I
here.
go ahead.
I was gonna say that I'm not like the most like educated on neopronouns, but I've been trying to like remember that they do exist, and when I know that somebody does use them, I want to be able to use them to make them feel included and stuff. Because I know that most people with neopronouns also have a different set of pronouns for just in case like people
Yeah.
don't know how to use it and stuff. So I always want to
Mm-hmm.
like I want to figure out how to like address them properly and kind of learn more about neopronouns because it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's one of those things like I say I use neopronouns and then I still put only he they because I guess I get worried that people will not take me seriously. Like if I
Yeah, that's the
put
issue that comes with it.
like when I was making like when I was putting all like my name and pronouns on the overlay, I was worried that like oh people are just gonna like not take it seriously and so I'm just gonna put he they like cause yeah
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And again, I think they're valid. I just
yeah
haven't had
Very
a
much
lot of
so.
interaction with them.
yeah
One of my friends does use like its pronouns, like
yeah
it it's he him, I think. But I've never known how to properly use its
yeah
pronouns because like
I
in my mind it's like solidified that oh it is like a
yeah
thing, it's not a
um
person. And I know that's not right.
I feel so bad. I was at like a college fair and I ran into an old friend I had in middle school. And it had mentioned that like, oh yeah, I'm going by it pronouns too. And I was very confused, like I thought it was weird because why would you want to dehumanize yourself? Because I knew nothing about neogenders at the time. I didn't know people actually went by it at the time. But like I kept that inside. I never said that to it. Um and then one of my partners used it's and I made note of it like I want to respect my partner, so I'm going to start using it more than the rest of their neopronouns so that I can get it out of my head that that is something dehumanizing so that I
Mm,
can like unlink what I've learned with that. Like yeah, it is if that person doesn't use those pronouns because
Mhm.
yeah. So like I ended up using it more than the rest of their pronouns just so I can be like, okay, this is what they use. This is what it uses. It is not dehumanizing. It is a valid pronoun, and it got a lot easier after that.
Yeah, I should probably start getting used to like using that as well. It's just a bit hard.
Yeah,
yeah, I've noticed that like with our community, there's a lot of learning and unlearning that people have to do in order to be more understanding and be more inclusive.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like yes, it is confusing, but so are humans. So is
True.
Mhm.
the world.
I think
So
we
is the
should
English language and any language at that.
For
It can
real.
be very confusing, but if you sit down and get to understand it, then everything will make sense.
That's why I say like a lot of homophobia and transphobia comes from ignorance and a matter of whether you're like ignorance and lack of education. And it all
Mhm.
matters
Yeah.
if you're willing to sit down and be educated or not. That's where the real
Very much so.
homophobia is.
Yeah.
It's not what they say, it's whether they're willing to be educated or not.
Yeah.
That's what differentiates the people that are actually homophobic versus the people that aren't.
Hmm. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I just forgot again. I was gonna I was like, okay, I'm gonna say the thing. I'm gonna say the thing, and then I just forgot. Again.
Yeah.
Let me think.
I felt that, by the way.
Yeah.
It is 1:39 in the morning.
Wait, are we in time zone? Because it's 1:39 for me as well.
Oh shit.
Probably.
Bro, pog.
West Coast
Chilling.
gang?
Yeah.
By 11 a.m.
It is almost 1 for me. Or no, not 1. Fuck, it's almost 3 for me. I read 2:40 as 12:40. I was very
Good.
confused. Like, wait a minute. No, that's not right.
And for me, it's almost midday, like 12 p.m. almost.
Oh,
so-
wow.
Oh, nice.
That's poggers.
Yeah, like if
Oh,
there they go again.
Oh, no.
No, not this again.
Oh, no.
Not this
Oh,
week.
no.
Fucking it up again.
Everyone has
no.
changed again. Everybody has changed people.
I am
Okay.
no longer myself.
Okay.
I hate when this happens. Bro, my
Man,
Discord
don't
hates
you
me.
just love when you become a completely different person?
Right?
Man, I can't believe I'm using some pronouns now. Oh god, oh fuck.
Oh no, I gotta start being a completely different person and gotta move somewhere different. Oh no.
Oh god.
Whatever shall I do?
Like God has snapped the thing. It's like new pronouns, bonk. There
Yeah.
you go. Like,
And yeah,
what?
if you wanna start using Neos, I say go for it. Like I only started using because like I was like, you know what, I like these. I like these. I think I might want to use these, and that's just how it was.
Right.
So in my experience, okay, so I'm gonna talk more about this on like the Neo episode, but for me with like, so I also use like lunar, things like that, like moon related pronouns. I have a fixation on moon related stuff. So like when I first, a little fun fact about me, I enjoy witchcraft and Wicca and that kind of stuff. So when I first started getting into that, I was more looking into like moon magic and being more like a lunar witch and shit like that. And I realized like I really love the moon and things related to that. And then I was looking at like a bunch of neo pronouns and I saw a bunch of like celestial related pronouns. And that's how I decided I wanted to start using those. I haven't been
Awesome.
practicing much because like one, I have aphantasia, so I can't like meditate or visualize things, and two, I still don't know how the hell to practice anything.
I felt I can't. I've tried so many times, but my brain goes way too many different places for me to actually focus on one fucking thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. All right.
By
I
the
feel
way,
like we should
you know-
probably start like wrapping up soon.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, yo, Hecate. I actually learned like through practice she does not like being called Hecate. I love Hecate. Like, yeah, no, she's the one I decided to work with. Like more specifically, like, yeah, she is. Yeah, I love her. She's cool.
Like
Ooh, nice.
the only things I know about like the witch stuff is from TikTok because I'm on Witch Talk. Like
Mm,
occasionally
Yes.
it pops up and that's like all I really like know about it. Like I personally probably won't get into it, but I respect it. Like I respect
It's
the
very fascinating.
Yeah,
to,
I really
like,
want to
Yeah.
get
see
into
people talk about
tarot.
it.
I have my
Oh.
tarot deck.
I have a
I-
friend who's actually into that.
Tarot is so fun.
Yeah.
Like in general.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to cleanse my
Ooh,
deck, so
okay.
it really sucks.
Oh, you can share
But-
you can share pictures in the Discord. Yes. Yes.
Mine's cats. You can find it on Amazon. But choose the tarot deck that speaks to you
Yeah.
if you're gonna go for that.
I already know what I want to go for because like it spoke to me a lot because I want to buy it.
Okay. The cat deck that I have, the second I picked the box up, my whole being was like, okay, this
Yeah,
is my deck.
that's
Thank you.
how I was as soon as I saw it on the Etsy shop.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit,
Hang
this
on,
is mine. I must.
let me send the link in the Discord. Oh wait, fuck, I can't send it because it'll mess up the overlay.
I can send this to the group. This is the second deck that I want to get. It's a box set and it's $120, but it is so worth it.
Oh yo.
Let me look.
The cards, so there's
Oh, I
two
got
different
one.
kinds of it's the same deck but with two different things. So one has a gold siding and then the other has non-gold siding.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, wish you could show it on the stream.
Yeah.
You could maybe post the link to it in like stream chat.
Yeah.
Like a connection chat.
Theo, go
that-
ahead. Oh wait,
that
fuck, it's in the rainbow off of MVC.
I can
Yeah,
I
we
can
posted in
do
the stream
things.
chat so that if you're in the Discord, you can probably see
Yeah.
that. The-
So that everybody can see that
Yeah. All right.
and that's what we're talking about. So
So I honestly think this is probably a good spot to this is probably a good spot to start wrapping up. It's been almost 3 hours. Holy shit.
yeah.
Goodness.
Neurodivergent brains go on paths that shall not be trekked again.
Like,
Honestly.
for real. Like the real neurodivergent experience is trying to do a specifically LGBT podcast and then rambling about stuff that's not even related. Like I kept bringing us back to it, but that's just the real experience, you know?
Oh yes.
This is what it's like.
It really is.
Yeah, this is really fun. I really liked it. I was a bit nervous, but like after a while, it's just like
Yeah.
it the energy.
What,
was
Theo?
good.
What do you want?
Not again.
Not again. Please, not
Ooh, I
again.
like
We
We already went
deck.
through this once.
That
If-
deck
if-
is really nice.
If George is in Florida, then Rambu's in the UK.
Yes.
Pretty
Just
much.
yes.
Yeah.
Jesus
Sure.
Christ.
Dude, I was in the fandom when the whole Dream is in the UK thing was happening.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Wait, it's kind of this thread's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll
when I
look.
put in the stream
I'll look
chat,
at it after stream.
Yeah.
It's really
I
funny.
will as well.
My Whoop. Whoop.
And now.
Okay, but real quick, the thing is, I can't. It's the same video that I keep coming across. Oh, we've been trying to look for your gender about its extended warranty.
Oh my fucking
Oh my
god.
god.
And I
It's
can't!
a full TikTok of
You've
Wait,
that.
been a
my
victim
gender,
of
and
That
I need it
gender
reminds
now.
identity
I'm,
theft.
I'm so mad that this tweet flopped, but I made a shit post that was like, Ranbu, they them pronouns are confusing, then explain gender to me. No, seriously, somebody please explain gender. I don't understand it.
What is she? Help!
Who
What
is
is
she?
she?
Oh, you've been a victim of gender identity theft. I can't get it out of my head. Why?
So funny.
It really is.
Listen, I'm a cis person, so like I personally I don't think I can make those jokes.
What
because
is it like being cis?
It's just I exist and I haven't really gotten confused at me existing yet. So
Damn.
that's pretty cool.
Must be
Dang.
nice.
Yeah, I guess yeah. I don't at least I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yet.
You send a TikTok. That.
Also, sorry that I'm taking a little bit longer to wrap things up. I'm just casually
No,
looking for
you're
somebody
good.
to raid.
Nice.
It's all good,
You
no
are
worries.
Gucci.
But yeah, so next episode probably isn't gonna be until 2. I'm gonna try and have it out by next week, but it depends on how soon I'm gonna be able to get 2 or 3 more guests.
Mm-hmm.
So if depending, it might be next week, but it might also be the week after that. Also, if you want to help me try to get Ant and or Red on for the gay episode, please help me.
Yes.
Please help me. I want to try and have one of them, at least one of them on.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could. I could also, yeah. I could start with bi, since more bi people applied. But yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
We'll just have to find out and see.
start with what you think would be good. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to start with 5 since like you have people available already. so you get
True,
more
true.
time To get more people for the other episodes, but yeah, do
Yeah.
what you think is good.
Oh god, what is that?
Oh
So many
no.
birds outside.
Beep, 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 beep,
Feels bad.
Man, feels bad.
Hold up, what?
One day.
Sorry, Theo.
What in the Jack Manifold?
Oh no.
The fucking TikTok that Theo posted. Or the
One
one
day.
that he
got
posted
In
in
the
myself-
future, maybe one
I
day.
got myself into Jack Manifold TikTok.
Oh
it's
no.
terrible.
Wait, Theo.
It's so funny, but it's terrible.
Theo, you put bi. If I start with bi, then... Oh, hi, Rav. Sorry, you came right as I'm getting ready to end. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Rip.
Oh no.
It's just actually
Oh.
so sad.
I accidentally... I forgot that was my, my thing. Oh, right. Ah, fair.
Hmm.
I forgot what the keybind for the face cam thing is. And then I accidentally hit it. Okay. Ooh, nice. Let's go.
That's so cool.
Yo.
Hey, congrats on the pronouns.
Nice. All right. So with that, I I think that's a good space, a good place to start ending. Do you guys have anything
Very
you
nice.
wanna like? Any last things you wanna say?
So this is gonna look really weird, but real quick, where is it at? Where is it at?
Oh goodness.
Oh, no.
Oh
I
Oh my
T-pose for dominance.
Oh my
I
T-pose T-pose to assert dominance. Wait,
I
wait,
had
wait, wait.
to find it. I
This is terrible.
Hi.
Now you're just flapping your arms. Oh,
T-pose
dear.
to assert dominance.
Peak late night. This is like peak late night like VC energy right now. And I feel like I don't belong since it's like midday.
So River, were those your parting words?
Yes, just a T-pose for dominance.
All right, just
Trans rights. And gay rights. LGBT
oh, also,
rights.
if you guys want to promote anything, go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh?
I'm
Yeah.
not an influencer. Subscribe to Technoblade.
Oh my god.
Twitch TV.radio/Radio River. Ah. Just
I feel kind of like scummy for like promoting.
Don't worry.
How about the next part?
Oh god.
I think I spelled that right.
Ah.
yes,
Cool.
you did.
I have two parting words. Twitch TV / Cosmo Desu Live and Happy Pride Month to everybody. Happy Pride
Yes.
Month.
Happy
Wait.
Pride Month.
It's illegal to be straight / gay.
All right, 1 second.
Straight.
1 second. 1 second. Hang on.
Yourself.
Hang on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Oh no.
Ooh.
You're having a / serious bad
There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay.
Let's go. Fucking
All
yeah.
right. So,
Love
thank you
that.
guys so incredibly much for stopping by. I can't express how much this means to me with all the support and you all being here. I was really worried that today was going to flop, especially with how much I feel like I've been overhyping, but I'm glad it didn't. This is probably one of the best streams I've done. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and just, supporting me and everyone else here and just being a part of this. And I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because I've been doing daily streams lately and I'm getting exhausted, but I will be streaming soon. Join my Discord if you haven't yet. I will be posting updates and you will know when I'm streaming. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to... Oh, fuck. I need to copy the name. And with that, I am going to raid. Send this person a lot of love and support. And remember, Fiery Alex raid. And as always, make sure you guys just try and spread a little bit of positivity and kindness into this world because people may need it more than you realize. And I hope you all have a wonderful night or day or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.